We're going to talk about Kanye West, who went on the Drink Champs podcast and said a bunch of insane shit. Now, the second trigger warning will be issued not for domestic abuse, but this time for Kanye West.
Duce also makes you have to use the bathroom every 20 minutes. But
let's address the elephant in the building. Why are you wearing the Trump, excuse me.
Not Trump. It's not Trump.
The Supreme Lives Matter.
This is not Lives Matter. This is Tremaine. This is Tremaine. This is my boy. That's that Supreme. And the weird thing is, like,
he's a good guy.
He's a good guy. So you think about, like, Pete Davidson. I gave him a negative nickname, Skeet Davidson.
Tremaine skewered Kanye, by the way, context.
Even more powerful. I yayed him up. I gave him Tremendous, right? And then we went in, we did a reverse appropriation of everything Supreme.
I gotta pee, I'll be back.
In the studio with Ian Connor, right? And we went
Supreme is this, you know.
It's a skate brand. It's the high school, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's like we went in and flipped everything. This thing is the Tremendous movement is more. I don't want to call it a movement because you don't move nowhere. I was like, the Tremendous idea is so much bigger than even the T-shirt, the other T-shirt I wore. Like, this is finna go crazy. People love this, and they love it because you got Duff Charney.
It's bigger than White Lives Matter.
Well, White Lives Matter is very important for a couple of reasons. One reason is the leftists and liberals have used the trauma of black culture to black out the white voice. And America is still majority white, right? So they're using the trauma of black culture to black out the white voice. So there's Trump supporters who love the White Lives Matter t-shirt. Also, it is White Lives Do Matter. Also is a black person wearing a White Lives Matter t-shirt is appropriating and reverse appropriating.
And we're not that smart.
No, but by the way, no, you guys are. You guys, we are. I just gave you 3 entendres to the reason why it was so needed.
Double entendres.
No, triple entendre. Triple entendre. only right here with the platform that you gave me now have I ever thought of it, right? It's a triple entendre. But then the Jewish media didn't like the group, the wrong think, as Candace Owens puts it, of the idea of a black man wearing White Lives Matter. So they sent all of the Bide and Paul and blah, 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 at me to say, oh, you don't love black people if you say White Lives Matter. But guess what? My baby mama white and her life matters, Meek Mills.
But you could understand the problem with White Lives.
I give a about Kim more than any of y'all. My baby mama white, she white, and her life matter off the Duce. On some real nigga shit.
Who's guessing over here? That's the weirdest part ever.
No, I love y'all. I'm in y'all building. I don't mean to raise my voice in your building, but I'm up. I'm lit. I don't give a fuck. I'm lit. And like, my baby mama white and her life matter. I did a t-shirt, Meek Mills. I did 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 t-shirt, Meek Mills. Something like that. No, by the way, I want it. Nigga, bring the Dracos, bring whatever guns y'all motherfuckers celebrate. No, okay.
No,
we're bringing back.
We're not celebrating guns.
Tom Young Rang Yim Q off this bitch. But by the way, shut the up about me, nigga. Like, nigga, let's end it now. 7 days. Any nigga got something to say, kill me in 7 days or shut the up, or you ain't talking about shit. How about that? On Drink Champs.
Bomb.
What? Dude, they're hyping this up, bro. This is crazy.
I love my brother, yeah.
Taking the picture and we done.
I love my brother, yeah.
And I didn't mean to disrespect you by raising my voice, bro.
Nah, bro, come on. Yo.
Take a shot.
Yo, Ye, we Gemini, bro. I'm good.
Adida. We got the Adida.
But yeah, I want you to know that this is your house, your platform. Sometimes we ain't gonna agree with you. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna let you speak. And that's all that matters.
Boy, I got shot. Bomb.
So
I mean, we know why they did that. Look.
Oh, what the fuck? But, real talk. We could be wrong and be right at the same time.
Fuck yeah.
No, listen, talk. Real talk. Hold up.
At this stage, I think it's just like varying degrees of exploitation, right? Like you have f***ing these guys who are friends with Kanye but are clearly exploiting his mania. You have people like Candace Owens who are even worse because like they are the ones who are like literally using any and every opportunity to spread a white supremacist message through Kanye West. And obviously Kanye West himself is like not a baby, you know what I mean? He is like, he has individual responsibility. Like there is a point where like he's not a victim, you know what I mean? He's a grown ass man. He's like 50 years old almost. Like that's crazy. And he needs to, you know, he has throughout many years, back when he was definitely better, he had an opportunity not to push away everyone who wasn't sycophantic. And I do think like deep down inside, his narcissism is kicking in and his interest in like wanting to sell whatever new thing is coming out. You know, another album. That's what's guiding him to like dive further and further into his mania.
Quality wasn't talking about because it's not positive. It's not backpack, right? But I lean into my truth. I found that Playboy when I was 5 years old, and now I'm calling Irina Shayk, and you know what I'm saying? So it was my truth. But by the time we got to Stronger, Work It Harder, Make It Better, Faster, that's my only diamond record. Right, I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? So we're at the beginning of a new frontier. Whether it's what Dr. Dre did, we can't base it on the narrative that they're making for us. We now have to define our own narrative.
Right.
Like when you talking about the White Lives Matter thing, I wanted to play you this message that Farrakhan sent me and Puffy about White Lives Matter.
Right.
You know.
Oh my God. Oh no.
Man, this dude say you will never have to pee more times than dude say. Yo,
right
Jay,
now,
I gotta talk to you, man. The Hennessy don't make you have to pee this much, man. We gotta up our shit, bro. We gotta like. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
There has never been an instance where like Farrakhan sent me this video, let's take a look, and then that led to like fruitful conversations.
Always mattered because that's what caused Yaakov to be the god of this present world, because he saw nothing and made something of it. He saw in the brown chair another man, another human, and he, Yaakov, through a system of birth control.
Not gonna lie, I feel like a choice for that. After the Tucker Carlson,
Wait, they cut it.
these black people called you and said, "What's going on?" You know what I mean? Because Tucker Carlson is, he the y'all, he on the side.
Fox News y'all.
He on
Bro,
the
they
other
got
side.
more up than Kanye. What is happening?
So did you get like any calls?
I mean, I'm getting calls at all times, but yeah, I feel what you're saying because Tucker Carlson did the interview. I just feel like there was people in the group and shit, and the whole interview was just more like on some like a conversation about mental health, and it's hard for like.
Is it a conversation on mental health? Is that real?
I just think that people don't know how to understand what they're dealing with now. They've always saw black people that were an athlete that would follow their contract, a rapper that would follow an actor that would follow their contract. They never had to walk into the room and deal with a black man.
Yeah, totally. Famously, Muhammad Ali does not exist,
To
for
give
example.
the most famous, most influential white woman in the world for black children.
Yeah, no,
That would have the
it's just,
audacity
it's
to
crazy.
wear red hat or white lives
Yeah, black
matter
athletes
shit.
have
They
never
have
put
the
themselves
audacity
in harm's way to make a political statement.
57,000
It's
square
just
foot
that, like,
warehouses
They
that would
didn't
have
do
the
it to
audacity.
you know,
They never dealt
abide
with it.
by
So between
white
black
supremacist
people and white
values or
people,
to
they've
defend
never
white
seen
supremacist
this
values.
Before. You know what I'm saying? So let's be easy on everybody. At the end of the day, we're all dirt beneath God.
It is main
And we
character
argue
syndrome.
amongst
He's
each
lost
other.
it. He's
But
like,
my
he's
job
so
as a
disrespectful.
Quincy Jones beneath. I'm not Moses. We're playing all a symphony, but we're all playing on different notes.
Right.
It's people that are there for greed. It's people there. It's all people there for, let's not say for the wrong reasons, but we're all here. God calls me to bring everybody together.
Good.
Everybody together. The left, the right, the racists, the non-racist, the Christians, the atheists, the straight, the trans, the this, that, everybody. That's what God
Do you
is
accept
calling.
everybody together?
I accept everyone together because we're all, we can't judge our sins. In God's eyes, looking at somebody's wife and killing somebody is the same level sin. It's all the equal level sin.
Looking
At somebody's wife and killing somebody is the same level sin.
What? Is that true?
We should not be judged by man. We perform for an audience of one, and that's God.
Dude, I'm sorry. The dick riding.
We are here. Something about Miami.
Dude, what?
Something about Miami that's so close.
These are grown-ass men, bro.
So close to Barbados. Yeah. So close. You know what I'm saying? So close.
You're a grown-ass man. You just clap for another man who said the most insane shit.
By God. You're used by the actual creator. Man. How does that feel? Because
I know I'm being used by God.
Yeah.
In the greatest way ever.
But let me tell you, it's like I'm out here on 186th Street in the suburbs of Chicago.
What?
Nigga try to shit on me and make history. Supposedly, I was the man that was supposed to be the head of the clique.
Listen,
nobody said.
No. Yay. I just want you to know, Yay. Sometimes they try to solidify you.
I feel like this is going to create more r/Reddit atheists, by the way. Like, maybe I'm crazy, but the more I see this God convo happening, the more I can see, like, my Reddit atheist side explode.
When you with the y'all,
it's just so it's bananas. You sound like a crazy person. You have to be so hopped up on Jesus juice to look at this and go, wow, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. That's brilliant.
But when you sit to the y'all, let's go. With the y'all, they ain't nothing like this. And this is your culture. This is your culture, man. You can never. Fuck saying you can never be cancel culture. What the fuck? You never walked away from your culture. Cause you know what? We right fucking y'all up.
We right y'all up. And I'm gonna tell you, all these hired people that the Democrats gonna hire, they're not here with us. They didn't grow up with the same shit as I looked at the dude for the meeting. Say you didn't grow up. The Jordans didn't affect you. You didn't cry to your mom because you couldn't get the sixes. You know what I'm saying? This is the culture. This is who we are. You know what I'm saying? That's why I love Meek Mills. You understand what I'm saying?
You going there.
Like Meek Mills is in prison talking about, I'm gonna fuck Rihanna. And, okay, I'm gonna say this in a way that's not disrespectful to Rocky. Meek Mills was like in prison, like, yo, I'm a bag this joint, and he did. Multiple joints, boom, 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 boom. He even got to
Rocky. What you call it?
No, I'm not doing. We're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I'm just saying, respect to Rocky. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a word this in a certain kind of way. It was at the end of the day, Meek Mills. Okay, from what I hear from Meek and when I hear from Kim, he never smashed. But there's other joints that's like in major situations that, you know, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta honor Meek Mills. You know what I'm saying? Big Sean came to me, he said,
he's saying Meek Mills had sex with Rihanna in prison.
It's off limits because of Rocky, right? So he's like, yo, Big Sean's like, I could have fucked da da da. And I was like, oh, and you didn't? What do you mean you didn't? You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand, like, there's certain ways that, like, when a Meek Mills record plays, like if you're at a ball game, it hits in a different kind of way, bro. It's like, this is one of my favorite rappers. I mean, like, people used to tweet me like, yo, we would hear Meek Mills and like niggas is like literally like put their head down like this, you know what I'm saying? So it's because I feel like niggas be playing with people right there, right? Meaning like what I'm talking about, what I talked about at the beginning of this. And they try to like position us against ourselves. For me, Meek Mills will never not be Meek Mills to me. Jeezy would never not be Jeezy to me. Jay-Z will never not be Jay-Z to me. Nobody that we signed to, I just worded it like that, you know what I mean. Jewish. So, but nobody. Where's Steve? We were signed to Steve. We gave him a round of applause for being signed to him.
Steve Rifkin, he's
Where's
here.
Steve Rifkin? Where's the Jewish guy? We gave him a round of applause for being signed to him. So,
bro, this is insane. This is actually, what the fuck?
is Meek Mills will never not be Meek Mills to me. You know what I'm saying? Another thing is like, it's so funny I had to rap. I was thinking all these rappers like, I would never speak ill on a black man in public. That's why I made Tremaine's nickname Tremendous. I made it better. I gave him the collection and said, you know what? You at Supreme now, me, Barry, Ian Connor, Playboy Cardi, we support you in your position. We support you in your position. Because anytime any of us take a position inside of a white company, we need the whole culture to support us, not be against us. And that's why I gave Virgil the hug.
Because that's like the biggest argument. Is like
defending Barry is wild, especially even Vlone dropped him.
But the thing is,
But I guess, you know, he's just going balls to the wall bananas mode. He's going full-blown unhinged. You know what I mean?
I'm like Hannibal Lecter. I know
And
where the
he
killer
defended
is
Ian
at.
Connor as well.
They're not at LV. It's a different level of racism that we're dealing with. That when you hit boom, 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 they can't with it. When you hit Marty Rose, they can't with it. Y'all can want Candace Owens, you can want Kamala all you want, but Candace Owens, they can't with it. It's a different level that shows who we really are. Ice Cube shows who we really are. Jay-Z, so many of us, we show who we really are. And if we go in and we take a job with Louis Vuitton, and we need to show who we really are, and we become the George Floyd. Y'all can take it like that, like how y'all want it. Y'all can chop it up to make it the best.
The best.
But currently under house arrest.
Are these?
As a people, we are under house arrest.
I mean, he's doing the
So
Democratic
that's the reason why
plantation
I fight
shit.
for the house. Because even in fighting for the house, we understand what we need as a people to rise to the level of what the Jewish people were able to do, what the British people were able to do, what the French people were able to do. We as a culture
colonial
need
powers.
to run our own culture, because right now, it ain't no guarantee that that future's 13 kids ain't gonna have to work for a Jewish man again.
Take the picture.
No, I felt like we did that already.
No, we have to take the picture.
I want to see how you edit this shit.
Let's go. Take the picture.
I gotta
We're
leave
taking
because
a
I'm going
picture
to my
now.
daughter's game.
That was fucking bananas. Now, there's some parts that I missed where he mentioned George Floyd. I mean, this is like the most disrespectful.
I watched.
It ranges from like, from what I understand, it ranges from like hyper anti-Semitic shit to like to very anti-black bullshit that you hear from Candace Owens, like verbatim. This is a Candace Owens line, from what I understand, verbatim.
Watched the George Floyd documentary that Candace Owens put up. One of the things that his two roommates said was, they want a tall guy like me. They want a tall guy like me. And the day when he died, he said a prayer for, 8 minutes. He said a prayer for 8 minutes. They hit him with the fentanyl. If you look, the guy's knee wasn't even on his neck.
Just straight up white supremacist conspiracy theory through and through, top to bottom, start to finish. It's one that Candace Owens was like a big champion of on Facebook. She popped off for that because Candace Owens' entire purpose is to be the black face of white supremacy. Her job is to literally say the same things that, like, Klan members and incredibly racist white people say, white supremacists say, but as a black woman, right? That's her job. That is what she makes money off of, okay? That's why we say Candace Owens. Out of pocket, my guy, you're saying, me saying Candace Owens' job is to be the black face of white supremacy, like a black woman who spreads white supremacist talking points. You are in the wrong community if you do not understand that that is the reality here. Okay? Unless you're talking about Kanye West here. Kanye West. He's probably talking about Kanye. Anyway, regardless. Is Ye too far gone? Yes, I think it is. It's just like, I mean, he's rich enough and loved enough. Like, there are still plenty of people who just want so desperately for him to be normal, for him to return to like a normal state where he's not just in straight up. Hassan, don't make those jokes. What jokes? Out of pocket, my guy. Kanye out of pocket, sir. Come on, don't come at my Hassan. I think they mean the Candace Owens joke. Yeah, I don't give a yeah, get mad at me if you want. It's Candace Owens. Anyone and everyone that defends Candace Owens, to me, is crazy. There are lines I will not cross. You know what I mean? But it's not even a joke at that point. It's just like, if anything, it's like too lighthearted about something that's like, she is literally a white supremacist. At least Kanye is in a situation where like he's vulnerable. You know what I mean? But even then, there's obviously a lot of personal responsibility he has refused to take, which is up. There's a lot of personal responsibility with respect to like pushing people around, pushing people that could have been by his side, people that love him, not get thrown into the precipice of mental illness and get exploited by the likes of Candace Owens.
When he said mama is his girlfriend. They said he screamed for his mama. Mama was his girlfriend. It's in the documentary. But something that hit me, that me up when I was watching the documentary, and it said
Bro, it's not a documentary, man. It's not. You watched like unhinged ramblings of white supremacist psychos that purposely cut agitated propaganda to make it seem like a black dude who was executed in broad daylight by a functioning military arm of the state. It was created to make you feel differently about that situation, and it was mostly created with the purpose of giving white people the opportunity to feel better about their white supremacist values and attitudes, because it was Candace Owens who made it. And that's her entire purpose. Her entire job is to literally make racist white people have the talking points and feel more comfortable about those talking points, because they can always turn back and say, well, listen, she's one of the good ones and she's saying it. But it's crazy. Like, you're 50 years old, man. You have to have some responsibility and some control. You know what I mean? Like, I get the fact that like he's in a vulnerable mental state and is being exploited, but also this is very much Kanye West trying to be as controversial as possible and so careless about these issues that are so these issues that are violent, like that harm black people less fortunate than he is. You know what I mean? Advancing white supremacist values this way is making it a less safe space for black people across the board.
Want a tall guy like me. When I looked at that image of him, this tall black dude with the bald head, he reminded me of somebody else.
Hassan is so terrible on this topic. I hate it. Woo! Come on, no one is helping him. Not even he himself is helping him. Delusions are common. Bipolar God stuff comes with it too often. That's crazy. I'm being so maybe you're saying I'm being too charitable to him. I think if anything, I'm being too charitable.
And then so we're on the plane and we're like, well, where's Drake's house in comparison and distance to the concert? And I look up, I say,
oh, I went to the wrong video. Sorry, this is unrelated.
Who you think he reminded me of? I was watching the documentary and it said they want a tall guy like me. When I looked at that image of him, this tall black dude with the bald head, he reminded me of somebody else. Who you think he reminded me of?
Virgil.
He reminded me of Virgil. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna cry in front of y'all because that's how they get me, right? But I know that we lost him. And I know that this white company, Louis Vuitton, is now making statues of him, like as a martyr. And we don't know why exactly. We say it's cancer.
But I mean, I want to be careful with this subject because.
Wait a second, but tell me, could you even really run this?
Dude, that's crazy. He's like, I want to be careful with this subject. Not what you just said about George Floyd, but what you were saying, what you're about to say about Virgil Abloh. That's where the carefulness kicks in. Not for like the 8 different moments where he's just saying like insane, unhinged shit about Jewish people. But now, like, holy bro, if you wanted to be careful, you should not have cut this video or even released it, or made him drink when he's like very clearly going through this manic episode.
This interview, because Mav didn't run my interview.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They blocked me out. The Jewish media blocked me out.
Dude,
this shit lit, right? I'm lit, right? I'm lit. I'm lit. You know what I'm saying? JP Morgan, I put $140 million.
The JP Morgan thing, by the way, is another insane moment that was weaponized by the likes of Kanye, not Kanye, sorry, Candace Owens, where like they were like, look at the Jewish banks that out. Like that was the implication. Turns out he wanted to take his money out. And was like literally naming fucking people that worked at the bank. These fucking banks don't give a shit, okay? They don't give a shit, especially when you're rich. They work with literal terror groups, okay? They don't give a They just want the money. So for a bank to drop you when you have hundreds of millions of dollars at that bank, you had to go above and beyond. Turns out he actually did. He literally went above and beyond. He was naming executives and shit. He was naming executives. He was, what do you call it? He wanted to pull his money out, and then they gave this. This was the disclaimer before the interview. The primary purpose of Drink Champs is to provide a platform for creators to express their personal views or opinions without restriction or censorship. All views or opinions expressed during the podcast are solely those of the individuals expressing such view or opinion and does not reflect the views or opinions of Sean Combs, Revolt Media, or their respective parent or LLC affiliate companies. Wonder why they put that disclaimer on there. Didn't take, but you know.
And the JP Morgan, and they treated me like shit. So if JP Morgan Chase is treating me like that, how they treating the rest of y'all?
That's outrageous, yeah.
And this murderers with Chase accounts.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I am outraged. By the time people always, they want to calm it down.
Because no matter what, you didn't break no law.
I didn't break a law.
No matter
I didn't
what,
break a law.
The bank shouldn't be a judge or jury on anything that's
but
going
this
on.
is it's like a social contract. Candace Owens has a word for it, I'm forgetting. But it's basically like they told Candace Owens she couldn't hang out with me.
Bro, if the irony is like if he had listened to one single adult that had his best interest in mind, maybe not personally his best interest, but like the bag in mind, he would probably not be here. Okay? He would not be going through this insane, like his ego is so crazy, man. It's not just bipolar mania. He also already has like ego on super drive. So he's just like, no, I will literally be with, you don't want me to hang out with Candace Owens? I'm going to hang out with her extra hard. You don't want me saying that stuff that she's saying? I'm going to be the #1 mouthpiece for Candace Owens's takes. Like she's just insanely, he's just so contrarian. He has to be contrarian. Like a lot of the people that probably told him like, yo, stop around with this white supremacy shit. What are you doing? We're probably thinking about it not as a means of like preserving Kanye West and his legacy or whatever, maybe somewhere, but he literally was just like, dude, you're the bag up. You're going to yourself up. You're going to lose all the money that you're making. You're going to lose your contracts. And he saw that as a threat. He saw that as like oh yeah, well, I'm Kanye. Like I can do that and I can get over it and I can continue going further and further into it. It's not just the white supremacist and anti-Semitic ideologies that he's presenting in this interview are not born out of, a legitimate disdain or because he read the Turner Diaries or some shit. It's literally because the sparking moment was his egomaniacal tendencies and his bipolar disorder that made it extra worse. Like he just straight up was just like, oh yeah, you don't want me to do this? Well, I'm going to do it extra hard. Like a child. And you're 50 years old. That's crazy. Holy fuck. How is it any different than the right-wing grifters, streamers you speak of? Is the fastest, easiest way to get money, views, on a platform? Because a lot of those right-wing grifters know what boundaries not to cross. One of those boundaries is to come out and openly state, like the moment that you say you're a Nazi, or the moment that you say you're in defense of Nazis, okay, or the moment that you're like anti-Semitic, which is, of course, one of the best identifiers of fascist ideology, okay? Holocaust revisionism and anti-Semitism are some of the best immediate identifiers that someone is a Nazi. The moment that you say that, the moment that you openly agitate for white supremacist shit, okay, you're done. A lot of these people might genuinely feel that, but won't say it for that reason. Kanye West, on the other hand, is so unhinged that he can't stop. He's just like, he wants to go and break those boundaries, right? I'm late, so I don't know if anyone saw this. Kanye West donated $2 million to George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery, and Breonna Taylor's families just 2 years ago. He donated $2 million and paid the college tuition for George Floyd's daughter. And of course, that was, he was still, he was in and out of mania at that point. People like Ben Shapiro want to use Kanye West, okay? They want to use Kanye West as best as they can because they understand that he's a profoundly popular person. For that reason, like, they'll overlook his clear anti-Semitic tendency. Also, Revolt Media did some fact-checking. Let's see how good this fact-checking is. Ye returned to Drink Champs for part 3 of his conversation with host Nori and DJ EFN on Saturday night, during which he discusses recent controversial statements, family, business relationships, and much more. While Ye is passionate about his take on an array of topics, the Revolt Black News team fact-checked some of the remarks he made. 1, Ye said 90% of rappers are signed to Jewish companies. The fact that we are even having this convo is insane, okay? That's why people are extra careful about anti-Semitic conspiracies, okay? Because once you start having these anti-Semitic conspiracies, motherfuckers fact-checking it. Like, you have to be like, well, here are all the wasps that are in positions of power. You know what I'm saying? Louis Greenwich, Doug Morris, and Kevin Kelleher serves as vice president. Rob Stringer, who is also Jewish, is also Sony Music. Zach Horowitz is the chairman. John Janis is the president. Barry Weiss is the CEO of Records. Paul Rosenberg is the former president of Def Jam Records. And Rick Rubin is the founder. Ye said Jewish people don't have abortions. Although the exact data for how many abortions are sought by the Jewish people is unknown, Jewish activists have filed lawsuits targeting post-Roe v. Wade abortion restrictions and bans on the grounds that they violate their religious freedom. According to the Pew Research Center, 83% of Jewish people believe abortion should be legal. What's wrong about fact-checking this? I don't know how to explain this to you, but once you start saying all of these media executives are Jewish, you're going down an incredibly dangerous thing. You know who else said that all the time? Hitler. I mean, literally. Okay. Like, it's wild. I don't even know. I don't know if all these people are Jewish, by the way, but what's wild about this is that like, so what? The point is, one, I don't even think that all of the record label CEOs are Jewish or whatever, but also two, so what if they are? They're also white. If it's true, isn't that dangerous? This is what's dangerous. What's dangerous is that you think it's dangerous. Every single executive across the board is just capitalist, motherfucker. It doesn't matter what their background is. Doesn't matter if they're black, white, brown, Jewish, Christian. They're not operating at the behest of like some Jewish conspiracy. This is why anti-Semitic conspiracies are so fucked up. Because you immediately go, oh man, isn't that dangerous? What the why would that be dangerous? I love that instead of saying what the percentage is, by the way, they just said, here are all the Jewish executives. This is a wild take, dude. Here's what Revolt uncovered about the Jewish executives in the music industry. That's crazy. Anyway, Ye said he's the richest black man in America. Ye is one of the richest entertainers. However, Forbes estimates Visa Equities' Robert F. Smith remains the richest black person in the U.S. with an estimated worth of $6 billion. Aliko Dangote of Nigeria is worth $11.8 billion and is recognized as the richest black person in the world. Ye said he doesn't know how Virgil Abloh died. Abloh died in November 2021 after a private battle with cardiac angiosarcoma, a rare form of cancer. He was 41. Ye said mass shootings compare to Chicago crime. Misinformation like trauma economy, like the BLM, when they do school shootings, the same amount of people get killed every week in Chicago, but they're not posting that, Ye said. According to the Chicago Sun-Times, Chicago's crime rates are commonly compared to other cities such as Little Rock, Arkansas. The publication said it is a common media-driven perception in Little Rock that Chicago is a terribly dangerous place, but the Arkansas city's per capita homicide rate is actually worse than Chicago's. Ye said the George Floyd area that they made in Chicago, the murder rate is up 50% since. There's no target data tied to the statement. Homicides in Chicago may be declining this year, but rape and robberies are also on the rise, according to the Major Cities Chiefs Association mid-year survey. According to the survey, homicides in Chicago were 10% lower in the first 6 months of 2022 compared to the same period in 2021. Homicides have dropped from 344 to 311 during that period. What an incredible fact check, dude. Wonderful fact check here. Sorry, Christian Europeans put Jewish people in charge of banking for hundreds of years. When capitalism came along and became an advantage, no one ever brings that up. It's the obvious cause. Ultimately, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the underlying historical reason or reference point might be. Like whether it was because Jewish people were not allowed to own land and farm, which was seen as like the most viable industry at the time, and therefore their lack of seeing usury as a sin within their religion was one reason for them to engage in banking affairs regardless, until banking became like the main source in a heavily financialized global economy under capitalism. Ultimately, the main problem is capitalism. And also, even before then, anti-Semitism was kind of fire back then. You know what I mean? Like blood libel. It's always been at the heart of matters. Whenever you need some kind of villain to tie everything together, Wait, what? Check their source on the Jewish execs is a literal hate group. Wait, what? Papa Talk, express yourself to white and Jewish men that run the major record labels. Wait, what? Where did they get the information from? Source. What? This is their source? Bro, that's crazy. They just went and found like a 4chan adjacent source, 4chan message board. That's crazy. Wow, they did some really good journalism on this one. They sourced it out of Stormfront, brother. That's crazy. Holy shit, dude. What the fuck? Michaela said, I'm genuinely hurt because he was the only celebrity I've ever been inspired by, the only person who ever made me feel like I'm not crazy for being outspoken. I've never idolized anyone that way. I have, yay. Now I feel truly dumb. It's pathetic, but I am sad. Gotta rip that Band-Aid off, Michaela. It happens. Yeah, he was talking about the Chinese. Oh, no.
To have the black vote be in groupthink and to not separate from the thought and being completely in line with the agenda of the left, the Jewish media, and the Chinese.
There's a lot of...
What? What the fuck? He's not masking it. He's just going the Chinese. What? Like, I don't want to glance over the full Nazi take there where he just goes Jewish media, but what?
Jewish media and the Chinese.
There's a lot of Chinese niggas got something to do with it.
They got something to do with everything. This is my issue. The white lie.
Oh, here. This is the I want to talk about what FD Signifier said. Ye speaks his anti-black conservative talking points too cogently and effectively to blame it on mental illness. He may be in a state of mania to say it so loudly, but the rhetoric is his own. That's a really good take, I think, because, like, I want to be as careful as possible not to just, like, take all the blame away from Kanye West here. Because, yes, while he is in a manic state, it's very obvious that it's not just his mania that is causing him to say these things, okay?
We made the White Lives Matter tees, and then when I put up the tweet, the DEF CON tweet, he ain't releasing the tee because he's Jewish. And I'm like, see, this is my exact point that I'm making. Like, Jewish people have owned the black voice. Whether it's through us wearing a Ralph Lauren.
Bro, he's so... I mean, this is like straight up. It's divide and conquer. It's just straight up like the age-old anti-Semitic conspiracy theories. Oh, no. Oh, no. What the fuck? I didn't even see this. China urges citizens to leave Ukraine and surrounding areas immediately. Oh, no, brother. This is not good. That was 8 hours ago. I mean, yeah, that's mass mobilization like that. Of that sort is never good. Do not trust one Twitter account. Well, it's not just one Twitter account. It's CNBC's like alert. Also, Global Time posted it too. Chinese nationals in Ukraine sign up for evacuation after call from foreign minister. So no, it doesn't seem like. Wait, does this mean China is getting involved? No, it doesn't mean China is getting involved. It means China knows something that other people don't know as a partner. China is Russia's partner in this. Think about why, especially after they did like a big, I think today was a big day. Xi Jinping spoke. They know more than anyone else because they know about Russia's planned movements better than anyone else does. This level of announcement means there is going to be a massive logistical hurdle. They know that this has the capacity to shift markets. They wouldn't say this unless it was imminent, unless there was something that they knew that was imminent. And here are all the countries that have closed their embassies and urged people to evacuate: China, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, Serbia, Tajikistan, Belarus. They are all allies of the Russian Federation. Why would all allies of Russia that have more access to Russian moves or upcoming Russian moves just read it? It is less alarmist. I don't know. Similar reports before the massive invasion appearing in Belarus. A train carrying military hardware spotted in a Belarusian town earlier today. Holy f***. Okay, let's get back to Kanye West. Let's get back to Kanye West and his like anti-Semitic conspiracy theories for now, and we'll cover the potential imminent atomic clock in a little bit. What does that mean for us? I'm getting anxiety. Well, I'll read the article afterwards. I don't know anything. Okay, I don't know anything. All right, I will look into it further. I don't know at this time what this means. Okay, I will read it. After. We're in the middle of something else currently. Revolt Media removed the article. Azan, you read a tweet that was implying world-ending stuff and continue on with Kanye? Yes, because I like that the world is going to be ending, and I want to have a cooler minds will prevail attitude when it comes to this sort of thing. So I wanna just simply wait and take a deep breath and then cover it. And when I mean cooler minds, I don't mean like the Russian government will provide a cooler, calmer mind. I mean, I need to look at it with a cooler, calmer mind approach. I did see this as well. South Korea believes a North Korean nuclear test could be imminent. President's office put on a 24-hour standby. I saw people were posting this in the chat 15 minutes ago when it first came out. We're not having this conversation at the moment. Let's just go through this and we will continue. Let's just go through with this and then
shirt, or it's all of us being signed to a record label, or having a Jewish manager, or being signed to a Jewish.
Dude, you got 43K young people worked up. You need to be clear and calm them down. Can you tell your chat that the type of nuclear weapons being considered by Russia are small tactical warheads, that the U.S. will not respond with nuclear force? These aren't city-destroying weapons. You need to calm your chat down. Bro, you literally are saying you need to calm your chat down by saying Russia's going to use baby nukes. It's fine, okay? The fuck? If reading that is probably making people less calm. You understand that? This is why I want to move on from it for now and then get further detail and then we can talk about it. Okay? What are you, the fucking State Department mouthpiece? This is what they've been gearing up for the past month. Every time a State Department goes on American news media, they keep saying Russia might use nukes, but there'll be baby nukes. Don't worry about it. Jesus Christ. I don't think you understand that. It's not fine, but it isn't world-ending anxiety. It's not fine. Okay, but like that's still anxiety. Let's just chill for a second. Let's continue with this. Okay. And then we'll get to that as well. Please calm down. I'm the one who is trying to calm you by getting you to stop worrying and stop thinking about that. We will cover it. Yes, of course I talked about Amaranth already. Homie said, don't worry. It's not world-ending. Yeah, I know, but it's still world-ending for potentially tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of Ukrainians that will still be getting nuked. So that's pretty up, I think. Okay. Let's continue with Kanye West talking about having Jewish managers and Ralph Lauren, but also about the potential that the top of the hour ad break is upon us. At the top of the hour, there's a 6-second ad break. If you no longer want to see those ads, all you need to do is subscribe. Here's the ad break. I don't even want to do a segue. I'm just doing the ad break.
On the Black voice, whether it's through us wearing a Ralph Lauren shirt, or it's all of us being signed to a record label, or having a Jewish manager, or being signed to a Jewish basketball team, or doing a movie on a Jewish platform like Disney. And we understand it's like, I respect what the Jewish people have done and how they brought their people together. You know, they came into money through the lawyers. When after Wall Street, when all of the like the Catholics, they wouldn't divorce people. Right. So the Jewish lawyers came and they were willing to divorce people. That's when they.
Bro, what the fuck? Grizzly Patum STX, thank you for the 5 says, what? That's not even, what is this? Who is even explaining this stuff to him? Like, who is filling his head up with this crazy shit? This has got to be like divorce guy to alt-right pipeline speaking, right? I mean, I think a lot of this is basically instructive. It's informative. Like the number one pipeline in America that isn't addressed is like the divorced dad to like right-wing psycho anti-Semite pipeline. Okay.
They first came into their money. So like, say, with me and Jay, with our culture, with the darker Jews. First of all, because you got to.
This happens when anybody starts talking deep.
Okay. Yeah, with the
deep. Come on, bro. What the fuck? Oh my God.
With the darker Jews, the 12 lost tribes of Israel, who we are, because we Jewish also. We from Africa also. We're the blood of Christ. So we're not just black. We are Jew, just like the Jewish people. And now we're coming into money. But the main thing is, I got to drink the Douce over the Hennessy as the first step to us coming together, like how the Jewish people came together. But we couldn't even talk about, I remember Ben Horowitz called me after 444 and said, I don't know about Jay giving up Jewish business secrets. And these secrets.
We was talking about building up the properties and stuff like that.
Yeah,
on 444.
These secrets they not finna be a secret no more. Like if somebody tells me something, it's like, yo,
I love when Jewish business secrets are ownership of real estate. Like, man, it's really up. TikTok landlords are giving up Jewish business secrets. Every TikTok Airbnb landlord is giving up ancient Jewish business secrets. What the fuck?
Apparel.
Okay.
He talked about the White Lives Matter shirt, the Jewish media and Planned Parenthood.
Love is from American Apparel.
Okay.
But I'm talking about put out my White Lives Matter tee. The White Lives Matter tee don't say nothing. It don't say DEF CON or nothing on it, right? I'm like, put it out. And he's telling me like, yo, I want you to visit the Holocaust Museum. And I was like, yo, I want you to visit Planned Parenthood. That's our Holocaust Museum. I'm like, yo, I put my life on this at this point because they've been fucking with me too long. They put the crazy narrative out there. My Jewish trainer, Harley Pasternak, who's Lizzo's trainer, put it out when I went to the hospital, put it in the press. I got a bunch of friends that went to the hospital. It didn't go to the press.
Bro, the fact that he's just like constantly naming Jewish people around him is immediately alarming, okay? You don't do that, you know? You just like, I'm telling you, even if he did this for, not white, obviously, because white is a concept of power. It's entirely separate. But even if he was like my Italian trainer, my Italian this, my Italian chef, like you'd be like, what the f***? is up with this guy? Like at a certain point, you'd be like, even if it wasn't like a historically marginalized group, right? Even if it was just like ethnically separating a group of individuals, you'd be like, what is happening? What the why are you doing this? Like, what is the reason?
They did that just like they did in the documentary on the 3rd episode to say, we love Ye like the rest of y'all. We know he a genius like the rest of y'all, but sometimes you got to turn the camera off on him. Right. So they'll go and get a dude that's supposed to be my friend that's been taping me the whole time and buy this nigga out for $30 million.
I thought you co-signed that.
I ain't co-signing, but you get used to that. Paparazzi taking a picture of you, you ain't getting no money off it. Right. You just get used to getting screwed by the Jewish media. And I'm saying, y'all done poked the bear too long. When I wore the White Lives Matter tee, I had 4 SoFi Stadium shows.
You know what's insane? Like, first of all, everything. You know what's insane? This. But what's crazy about this is that, like, there are elements of what he's saying. If he just removes Jewish out of the equation, it makes sense. Like the exploitative nature of media, how executives, capital owners regularly are exploiting him, exploiting his imagery, exploiting his weak moments, which, by the way, ironically, this is another moment of a capitalist exploiting his weak moment. And instead, because he has no roots within dialectical materialism, materialist analysis, he's like desperately seeking for a villain. And then he goes, and this is the reason why. He goes, who runs the media? It's not Jews, you dumb f***. It's just so fucking stupid. It's capitalists, okay? It's not exclusive to Jewish people. You're a psycho. It's people who own capital. Why the f*** do you only hear George Soros' name mentioned in the media when, like, look, as a neoliberal, I'm not a fan of George Soros, the billionaire, okay? I'm not. But you don't hear me constantly cry about George Soros because he's a broke boy in comparison to so many other even larger and more influential Christian billionaires. Even Bill Gates, you don't hear about this much with respect to like how he has fundamentally changed the way that the way that we look at African populations, population control, overpopulation, education system in the United States of America. It's just crazy. Rupert Murdoch never gets mentioned. The Walton family. Chatter, he's saying Soros is a neolib, you weirdos. He is. George Soros is a neoliberal. He is a billionaire. You're delusional. Like, I feel weird even talking about the Hibernian conspiracy because it's like a joke that people have made about how, there are more Hibernian people that are in positions of power in America than there are Jews, right? And it's like, and now I'm worried that people are going to take that shit seriously because there's like so much mental illness. You know what I mean? Yeah, the classic. Wait, isn't this the Hibernian conspiracy? They tell you it's the Jew, but have you heard of the Hibernian conspiracy? Sounds crazy? Get ready to take the green pill. List of U.S. presidents with Irish blood. Barack Obama. It was Irish immigrants who first assaulted white America's core values, bringing with them a culture which many had commented was still pagan at its core. They began to dismantle the Anglo-Saxon purity of the United States. Like, it's a joke. Hibernian media control, Walt Disney, John Ford, Alfred Hitchcock, John Huston, Michael Moore. When you watch TV, you're really watching Hiberno Disinfo, Conan O'Brien, Sean Hannity. The insidious Hibernian worked his way into American finance to control the direction of the nation. So, like, this is obviously a joke, and it's making fun of people who do this for like Jewish people, right? But also you have to remember, like, the reason why I didn't want to show this is because like people are so fucking brain broken. I can see fuckers literally taking that seriously and now saying like, wow, maybe it's true. Okay, we're done. Let's get back to this clip.
Shows, they cancel my shows. I said it's up. And let me tell you one thing. It's like if a black man is caught with something in the car or something, everybody in the car going to go to jail with him, right? But if a black man can play basketball or rap, only he gets the record deal. So meaning like if one black man does something bad, all the other blacks get caught with him. If one black man does something good, nobody else gets nothing with him. It's a reverse for the Jewish people, right? If a Jewish person could repeatedly me on a deal, it's just them. It's just the businessman. It's not the people. It's not nobody else. But
What? Bro, what? Wait, what? Anti-black racism that makes the black community a monolith when one singular black person individually up is bad, but it doesn't happen to Jewish people, so we should make that happen again. He literally said, bro, what we should be doing more of is making marginalized communities or historically marginalized communities a monolith because he's doing that. He is doing that. That's insane. He really, Kanye West really looked at contemporary society and said, we need more of this racism shit. That was pretty good. My God, do we need more of that? Okay.
But if a Jewish person does good, all of their people eat with them. That's one of the flips. I got to tell you something. Where is a black guy that has a Jewish person? First of all, we are Semite. We talk to Q because Q been labeled an anti-Semite. First of all, we are Semite. We Jew. So I can't be anti-Semite. Right. First of all.
Okay, this is the full video. It's 3.5 hours. I'm not going to watch it. I'm just going to watch the highlights, man. That's crazy. I can't watch the whole thing, you know? That's a wild
I need my 4 stadiums back. The 78 media outlets that called me abuser when I was trying to get that heroin addict away from my kids that was tattooing my kids' names on them, Skeet, Pete Davidson. They popping up. You know what I'm saying? It's like they Trevor Noah, not even from America. He just looked black. Right?
Wait, what? What the fuck? Why is Trevor Noah catching strays, bro? What the fuck? That's crazy. Yeah, he's mad about Dua Lipa too. Nah, Trevor Noah probably said some shit like Kanye was being stupid, like way back in the day, and he held on to it.
Gonna say, yo, Kim, it's gonna get dangerous. So they putting all that he crazy. He's so OJ. Nori just want the family back together. I just want the family back together. Kim is a Christian. On TMZ, I just saw yesterday, they said Pete Davidson and Kim have sex by the fireplace to honor their grandmother.
Oh no, dude, he's mad about a lot of his resentment and animosity unironically could be like reduced to such petty squabbles, dude. He's like, you told me I can't say that, I'm gonna say it. You told me you know, Pete Davidson's got good dick game, I'm gonna think about that for the rest of my life. I'm gonna hold on to it. Kim Kardashian tells her grandmother she had sex with Pete Davidson in front of a fireplace to honor her. What the dude, I think that family would drive anyone insane. I mean, it certainly wasn't helpful for a man at the precipice of like genuine mental health complications. TMZ follows you. Yeah, not too closely, I hope. Wait, hold on, I gotta run this real quick.
That's just on the floor.
I'll be back in a second.
Is that degrading to somebody that's rich that want to come in?
I'll be back in a
support
second.
You?
We should degrade the rich. Everybody is dirt. Everybody on the same level beneath God. Because we'll hop over.
That was all. I wasn't very good.
You know, we'll walk over a homeless person to get to the Gucci store. Terrible. Ray Kurzweil said, a utopia is possible where we're led by the least noble and the greediest people. I brought the head designer of Balenciaga, the greatest designer on our planet today, Dimna. Dimna is the Ye of clothing. Dimna is the Drake of clothing. Drake is the greatest rapper.
You said,
and I don't apologize about it.
You said in war he helped your baby's mother's mother?
Yeah, that was hard.
That was
hard.
Yeah, I was like, what's going on? What does that mean? What does that mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory.
We was confused.
You know what it means. So,
God damn it.
And I put like, Corey know what it means.
Corey, oh my God.
So,
Let me get another one. Tell them to bring out the Yabby Easy. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Go ahead, continue.
Libra, happy birthday.
Oh shit. Okay. Ye is out there. Let's go. Speaking of that, are you single? Are you back in the market? You finger popping? You finger popping out there? What you doing? What you doing out there?
Yeah, you know, I'm the type of person I'm gonna go from girlfriend to girlfriend. Like I like focus. You know, I like like I say, would it amuse you if I amused you? Like I like to make a girl my muse. I like to take them and take them overseas or something like that. I like to get them Birkins. I might even get a girl a house. You know what I'm saying? I'm just on some like ridiculously rich shit. You know what I'm saying? I just do everything.
From one extreme to the other. Don't step up to the homeless guy to get the Gucci and I'm out of the house.
Remember, we gotta go back to Gap.
No, because we can't have them homeless. We can't have them homeless.
No, but one day.
Ridiculously rich shit.
One day I'm singing one of my favorite songs. I'm like, your life finna change right now.
That was about Cheney.
Okay.
Dick Cheney?
Wait a minute. What? No, but I was singing it.
No, at first, the funny thing, it was about Stas. And then Stas, Kylie's friend, and she was scared to come down to the studio because
her life was finna change right now?
Because the Kardashians got her threatened. So then I just took her name off.
Really?
Yeah. And then, but the thing, it's like a mix, because I could like a couple girls at one time, and I'll put that together in a verse. So some of the stuff is like specifically Cheney, and some of the stuff is more Stas. And then at the end of the day, it's all gospel, right? So we could be inspired by what God made through the female's beauty, but at the end of the day, we got to give it all to God. So at the end of the song, it says, Stassi, baby, why you twerk so crazy? I want to be on an airplane, because it's the twerking video, she on the airplane. I play it for Trav, he started laughing. But then I switched, I said, Lord, take me where you wanna take me. Too much drama lately. Your life finna change right now. Your life finna change right now. Balenciaga for all your friends. Hermes for the argument. Your life finna change right now. Okay, let me talk about Balenciaga.
Okay. I'm Balenciaga that. Just in case you don't know, I studied.
Yeah, so
I got the lights lighting up too. I ain't gonna lie, I've been since you did the last interview. I've been Balenciaga. My nickname is Yala, so now they call me Balenciaga.
That's what I'm saying.
I killed that. I'm sorry.
All right, so Balenciaga has the best design because they have the best designer. Period.
And that's not you?
I'm more like a Steve Jobs type. You used to say to Steve, like, yo, you don't even program. I would never disrespect a designer that been to school and that can cut and have dedicated their whole life and call myself a designer. I'm more an Imagineer. I'm a visionary. And I place the pieces of our culture together. Even right now, I want to bring joy and laughter. So even if say we wanted to like look at the interview and we have a conversation out and say, look, do we need this first segment? Let's just do the shit that's like, it's controversial because people ain't gonna really name names, but it's funny still. I think about that. It's like, we need joy. It's too much pain. It's too much anger, and it's too much trauma economy. I'm not gonna be.
Did he do the Drake thing yet? Did he say the Drake thing yet? Which is like, I would say pretty offensive. Did I miss that part? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I would go far with that one. I would say that is like probably one of the more offensive things he said in this interview. Like, if we're gonna hold him accountable, I think that's another one that needs to be held accountable. Like another one of those takes. Like, yeah, sure, he's talking about being an Imagineer, all this stuff, a bunch of dumb shit, but like outright offensive, the Drake thing.
I talk about the left, the Democrats, and how they prey with BLM on our outrage. Even when I put up the DEFCON 3 tweet, I was outraged at this point.
What does DEFCON 3 mean?
It's like level of.
Like
actually, when it's DEFCON,
it's like nuclear war shit.
I spelled it wrong. I have a tendency to do that. But DEFCON is actually that you're preparing to protect yourself. Because that's what I did. Because once they cancel 4 SoFi stadiums because of what's classified as wrongthink, because you have groupthink, it is very important to have the black vote be in groupthink and to not separate from the thought and being completely in line with the agenda of the left, the Jewish media, and the Chinese.
Candace Owens looks crazy,
Chinese
man.
Niggas got something to do with it?
They got something to do with everything. This is my issue with Jared Kushner. So I went to a dinner, right, with Josh Kushner, Jared Kushner, and Ivanka. I'm always saying her name like that. So
we know what that means. That's a different ring to it. Go ahead, continue.
No, me and Ivanka, nothing never happened. But
I hung out with you and Jared one time.
Yeah, it's so funny though, because me and Drake, you know, before Donda came out, we met up at the studio, and the 80% of the time I'm just talking about how much I love Future and how I want to work with him, and how, you know, he's, you know, the most influential, you know, artist of the past 10 years. He had the most #1s in history now with Wait For You, so we was right about that, right? So, and he says, yo, I just want to tell you, you know, nothing ever happened, you know, with Kim.
Who, Future something?
No, this is what Drake told me.
Oh, this is
I'm
Drake.
only talking to Drake about Future, really. Like,
Okay.
I'm like, yo, I love Future.
This is after y'all squashed the beat, after the
This
concert?
is when we were squashing it,
Okay,
right?
okay.
This is when we squashed it twice last year. In the beginning, and then when me and Jay Prince went to go see him. I got another funny story about that.
I would love to hear
it. So then Drake says to me, yo, I need to tell the story like this. So basically, you know, Jared Kushner asked Steve Stout, like, yo, just tell me, like, did Ye my wife? And Steve Stout was like,
Wait, Ludwig did not steal my Johnny Sins isn't an astronaut line. I'm sick and tired of it. That's crazy.
no, Ye never did nothing. So when I went to the White House, I saw Jared. I was like, yo, I want to just tell you, nothing ever happened. He's like, yo, I don't know what you're talking about. I was like, yo, and I grabbed him by both shoulders, and I was like, yo, Jared, nothing's ever happened. And he said, yo, thank you for saying that. Okay, so when I saw Drake, we was in the parking lot, we were talking, and he said, yo, I just want to tell you, yo, nothing ever happened.
Is he saying he never fucked Ivanka?
Said,
we know that.
Thank you for saying that. When did I become Jared Kushner?
I didn't know where this was going. I did not know where this was going. You had me scared for a second.
Hidden Hills. Give your wife the chills. Yeah, so, okay, so.
You gave me the chills for sure. For sure, I got it.
All right, so this is why we're gonna win for 2024,
Okay,
bro.
let's go.
This truth. The
Right.
truth, because every man got their truth.
Right.
Every man could be the victim or the victor. You either one, you know, you cheat with somebody, you're getting cheated on. You know, you either the victim or the bully. Like, it depends on the situation you're in, and I just want to show you that situation. So we're going because the old man made a call for me and
We said
Drake.
old man, we're talking about Larry Hoover.
Yeah, Larry Hoover
That's right.
made a call for me and Drake to squash things
Fire.
and to do this
That's
concert together. Just like Farrakhan said something to me and Puff just now about White Lives Matter and Black Lives Matter,
Right.
and about the misunderstandings that we're having out here, right? So,
Which is beautiful.
So
Yeah.
it's me, Jay Prince, G, it's Jazz Prince, it's his wife, and I got a girl with me. And I'm like, damn, my bitch not as bad as Jazz's wife.
Wait, you saying this out loud? You wild for that.
I'm like, damn, she killer. No, so anyway, so Dave Chappelle has a concert that night. The night where we're going to, so we're seeing like, yo, can we go chop it up with Drake and then make it to the Dave Chappelle joint and go by the house? And then, so we're on the plane and we're like, well, where's Drake's house in comparison in distance to the concert? And I look up, I say, Google it. That's the whole thing. You could Google it. Remember that was the whole. Wait a second. I can set it up differently. Remember the whole thing was.
Yeah, when you gave Drake address.
I gave his address.
Yes.
And my whole thing is you could Google the address.
Right,
and everybody on the plane started laughing. Because you could Google the address. You know, it just looked like something on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, got the address. And guess how I found it? I Googled it.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. That is insane to just fucking joke about that.
Your house don't look the same on these Google Maps.
So, but how is that? So you actually go to his house to squash it?
Yeah.
You walk in the lion's den, for lack of a better term, because you're on his grounds. And then you at this time, at least I remember, this is Kanye Dolo. This is like Kanye's not rolling with no one. Or did you go with security at that time, or no?
Nah, I mean, Jay Prince is there.
Okay,
So,
yeah.
That's
real.
That's success.
Let's make some noise, Jay Prince.
Yeah, that's
Real nigga, what's up?
Yeah.
But, go ahead.
Yeah, but Charlemagne.
How you knew I was going to talk about Charlemagne? How you knew that? That's in my notes.
He just, he gonna go on air and be like, oh, man, I'm gonna paraphrase it. Kim is with Pete because he got a bigger dick. Why you talking about another man's dick on camera? Nothing you got to deal with. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a bunch of these industry plant niggas.
Also didn't deny it. He's so unhinged. He's just like, he's not even trying to do marketing. He's just like pure mania. He's just saying whatever comes, no filter. I feel like that's some shit if you're Kanye West, you just don't say out. You don't say out loud.
It's just like Samuel Jackson and Django. Not Samuel Jackson in real life. Samuel Jackson in real life. I'm just talking about the character in Django. It's like, man, y'all are not helping, but it's like a video game of life. We all gonna get free eventually. And like you see, I got love for everybody, but it's no love if somebody's fucking with me. I'm like, I really don't wish harm on nobody. But I do realize that I can make people jealous by like flexing so hard, and that's gonna come with it. You know what I'm saying? It's because me and Cons would be in the studio and we would make songs and be like, yo, we want to make niggas mad. We want to make niggas mad with the music. Like if it don't hurt, like if it don't, it can't just compete. It has to hurt. That's the reason why I'm not washed, because I still make it hurt. So, and then it comes out and it hurt and people be hurt about it. And then I be halfway acting like I don't know why they hurt. They hurt because you hurt them. This hurts. You know what I'm saying? Sleeping in a stadium hurts. Yeah. All like, throwing Balenciaga Couture on the floor, it hurts. Like even when, I went to the Ice Cube Big 3 event and I had Justin LaBoy, King Toxic, and I had Vori with me, and I was saying like, yo, Drake, because this is my number, it's like if we're gonna put our album out, you gotta go after the number one artist.
Which was Vori at the time?
Which was Drake.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like right now, when me, James Blake, and No ID are in the studio working on our album, who do you think we be bringing up when we talking about songs? Stadium artists. Who do you think we bring up? And we ain't got no problem. There's no beef, no problem. It's just like, yo, we competing. Not Drake. Who do you think we bring up? Anybody else got another?
Travis?
Stadium. Think down here.
Kodak Black.
No. Stadium. Stadium. Bad Bunny. That's who's on our wall.
Right.
That's who's on our wall when we make music.
Bad Bunny, look out.
Concert footage.
Right. Are you talking about the aesthetics of the stadium and what it's looking like?
Yeah, not just the aesthetics.
And in retrospect, if it wasn't for me, it might not be no Bad Bunny. I brought reggaeton to America. I'm sorry. I'll make some noise for me. I'm sorry, come on, let's go.
So the thing is, it depends on what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do clothes. We're gonna look at Supreme.
Right.
We're gonna look
Bad
at
Bunny, look out! Watch
we're
out!
Gonna look at Ralph. Are we looking at these raps?
Right.
We're gonna look at Drake. You know what I'm saying? We looking at stadiums.
Right.
We're gonna look at Bad Bunny. We gotta look at everything that's really happening. We're gonna look at money. We're gonna look at Elon. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna look at the Saudis. That's how I look at everything.
That's a
widespread
view of everything.
You know what I'm saying? It's like everything has to be Apple, level.
Because we heard you was building your own Yay community. Is that still
Yay community?
Yay community.
This is one of my issues that I have because I've been building. I've invested like over $150 million.
Nora was featured on Daddy Yankee's hit single Gasolina, which is why he said that. He's kind of right. I don't know enough about music, but
the same way that I think you guys all understand, Johnny Sins, not an astronaut. He's never been to space.
Someone clip it. Someone clip me saying the exact same thing.
It's true. He's never done it. All right. He's never saved kittens out of a tree. He's not a firefighter. And I don't think he's ever delivered a damn pizza in his life. Same way that if someone is stuck inside of a dryer, I don't believe there is a single historical count of a step sibling going to help them. And even if that did happen to...
Okay, bro. Clip me. Clip me right. Where's my old clip? Where's my I'm going to send it to him. I'm going to send him the clip. That's crazy. Does anyone have the clip? Bar for bar? What the fuck? That's verbatim, dog. I'm suing for copyright infringement. we have to have a clip in the chat, right? Yes, I know G4 shut down. I saw, bro. I saw. I just want to see the clip. God damn. Usually we have no clip ever happened. Usually we have so many. What is this? Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Why do you guys always do this?
The same way that I think you guys all.
No, you're sending. No, I want the old clip from earlier in the day where this guy is like trying to get me to watch some IAI clip. I want the old clip from earlier in the day, not 2 minutes ago. Why? Dude, sometimes maybe my haters are right. I do sometimes think as a collective, like this community becomes incredibly stupid. Like literally so stupid that they just like actually look at this. Bro, this is your own channel, bro. This is your own channel. You're sending me a clip from your own channel. Honestly, do you feel annoyed or proud that Lud is saying your takes? No, I just wanted a meme. I wanted to make a meme about it. But like, and chat doesn't want to do it because chat's like, oh, we're not in a mood where we want to participate in the meme. They're just like, nah, the meme. I'm going to literally make it my own thing. I'm going to do a poop sock link. I'm going to send you a poop sock link and shit. Or whatever I personally think is funny. It's just, it's like heckling, right? Like this shit only works as a back and forth. This shit only works when we have like a decent back and forth going on, a decent balance. And basically what ended up happening is just people were like, yeah, no, I don't want to do that. I want to heckle right now. I want to try to provide you with content and you're baby raging because you're wearing your monkey. Man, there's content at the wazoo today. Shut the up, idiot. I thought someone would have clipped it. If you think that porn stars, thank you, it's real. If you think that porn stars do not have, you know, their own personal lives, if you think that they're like legitimately stepsister and stepbrother with one another, if you think that people are legitimately getting stuck in a washing machine, like unironically, if you think that people are actually doing a backroom casting couch, for example, then yes, then you know it is a scam for you because you're too stupid to understand that it's entertainment and should be consumed as such, and that when entertainers are done entertaining, they're human beings. This oftentimes is a scam. If you think it's not even the right clip, this is the right one. It's not real. It's entertainment. Those people have husbands and wives and shit, you know what I mean? Like that's not to break your immersion, but like no one actually has ever been legitimately trapped in a washing machine, okay? I said the Johnny Sins thing too. It's so funny because now it's gonna be like nonstop clips now going forward.
He's never been a space. True. He's never done it, all right? He's never saved kittens out of a tree. He's not a firefighter. And I don't think he's ever delivered a damn pizza in his life. Same way that if someone is stuck inside of a dryer, I don't believe there is a single historical count of a step sibling going to help them. And even if that did happen to
he said, for what? So much worse when you're a woman because of misogyny. And it's also infinitely worse on top of that. It's infinitely worse on top of that when you are a sex worker. And like everybody understands it. People don't think that like Johnny Sins is an astronaut. So much worse when you're a woman because of misogyny. And it's also infinitely worse on top of that. Why is Lovey's watching me right now? I just sent him the clips. He moved me. He moguled my ass. Moguling, dude. He did say you got funnier. Maybe he's taking notes. Yeah, I think so. We already know Ludwig is a part of the Hasanabi Industrial Complex. Let's be real. All right, let's continue with the Kardashians.
Dollars and 10 years of research into simplifying our communities because there are no blacks. Not just because there are no black-owned communities, but just me as a black person, that's who I am in this video game of life. I'm the type of person that's like, yo, we are one species, right? We're one being.
Salud.
There's no salud.
Let's make noise for Ye real quick.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. We are one species. Take it from
we
me.
one like, but
you gotta sip it. It don't count. Yeah, it don't count. I'm sorry. This is drink champs. What's up?
Oh, this is good, right?
It's
here.
not Tucker Carlson. It's not.
Yes, G4 is shutting down. Comcast pulls the plug on G4 TV, ending comeback try for gamer-focused network. Understandable. These companies have deep wallets, but no way of adequately spending it and figuring it out. They should have listened to the content creators more, like Austin, like Will. Not the end of the world. People losing their minds over it do not realize that, like, I mean, I don't know if it's dead, but what's really up is they already did a mass firing. I think about like a month ago or something, right? Hey, this tweet is how I found out how I lost my job. How neat. That's crazy. G4 TV shuts down a year after its relaunch. Because Carl Jacobs not name your price and a whole network shuts down. Coincidence? I think not. It's not a coincidence. Dude, that's what happens in media. I got fired in radio multiple times, and only because my car to the building didn't work did I. Not. That's just normal. It's not normal. It's not normal at all. It's really shitty business practice, and they did it anyway. They did it that way anyway. So much worse stands it. People don't think that, like, Johnny Sins is an astronaut.
Yeah, bro, I bit your shit bar for bar and did it better, all right? Welcome to the big leagues, dog. Welcome to...
This guy, he's even eating. He's even eating while he's doing this. I'm losing it. That's trademark Hasanabi content, dude. You'll be hearing from my lawyers. I'm about to get litigious as fuck, dude. Anyway, let's continue with this.
Good morning, America.
Oh, you said his name right this time.
I said it right. You is back in the culture, and guess what? Welcome back, baby. Go ahead.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. I'm a living Mace rap.
Yes.
Just listen to a Mace rapping like if this was a person.
Right. You know, Mason was going on tour, got canceled. They should have added you.
I would got super canceled then.
Oh, fuck. I didn't think it like that.
Super canceled.
They had the meanest 5 dates ever.
There you go.
Yeah. Atlanta ain't canceling.
You know, it's so funny that the Gap wouldn't put a store in Atlanta.
What?
I was born in Atlanta.
What?
All of the freshest, like, you know what I'm saying, me, Andre 3000, Playboy Cardi, like all of the like freshest dress, you know, influencers are like from Atlanta and stuff. So that's that thing where people talking about you without you in the room. That's the thing when we sign and do these licensing deals.
You're a brand though. Yeah, they supposed to talk about you a lot when you're not in the room.
Yeah, but that's when you sign to them. They're seeing how they're gonna use you.
So this is what I break it down in like simplest form for a record. Like, so you wasn't signed to them. You this was a distribution deal. This was a
it was
JV
like a
deal?
licensing deal.
Okay.
And the funny thing is they think they could give me a baby B, and you know the baby B. It's a billion, yeah, but it's just like it's like a little
baby billion.
It's like a little billion. It's like a little billion. It's a baby B.
That's above our pay grade.
You said a baby B. No, I don't know what that is yet. I'm sorry.
If you don't want it, we'll take the baby B.
Yeah, but they think they could just like run us with a baby B, little baby B. And the funny thing is, that, you know, they'll give me that, and I'm making, you know, more money than anybody that works at the Gap. But you want the information. It's like a friend that caught your girl cheating, right? How much is it worth to have the actual information? And then he said it, but then she's lying, right? So if you actually had something on camera or a phone or a text or a screen grab, what would that be worth to you? Let's say you bought a car or something like that. Wouldn't it be worth 2 cars just to have that text? Just to have it? I remember I found out some information one time. It was on the Super Bowl. I literally found it at the time when Tom Brady was throwing a touchdown. The audience was going like this. I was going like this. Yeah, I caught you now. You was lying the whole time. Like,
I'm talking about inflation.
What'd you say?
The inflation when the ball was.
No, not the inflation.
Okay.
This is a later date and shit.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is, information is the most important resource to our species above water. Because with information, you can find water. So Jewish people have information, Chinese people, it's not even information, it's intelligence, right? Because what is the definition of the word nigga? Ignorant. So it's intelligence. So you see a human being that can be looked at or classified as a nigga that is cocooning or breaking out of a cocoon into intelligence and bringing all of his niggas with him at the same time. And that is the way that we're gonna get free and come into our own power the way the Jewish people came into their power.
And avoiding misinformation, which is more of.
Misinformation like trauma economy, like the BLM. You know what I'm saying? When they do BLM, when they do school shootings, the same amount of people getting killed every week in Chicago, but they're not posting that. They're not showing that.
But why you not posting that? Because you from Chicago. Barack Obama's from Chicago.
He from Hawaii.
Oh, what is that?
No, he was born in Hawaii.
Oh, you said Hawaii?
Yeah. But he made his chops in Chicago.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because
from Hawaii.
That's the thing is, what's crazy is I noticed Clinton when Clinton became into the administration, Little Rock, Arkansas became the most wildest place there was. And then when
It didn't start with him going to
I'm just
Little
saying.
Rock was wild.
The George Floyd area, the free
Right.
George Floyd zone that they made, the
Yeah.
murder rate is up 50% since George Floyd. It's mayhem.
Right.
It's Mad Max.
Yeah.
That's made
We
up.
keep going with
There's no
your
such thing.
No, that's what I'm saying. What happens to these cities when we have somebody so illustrious becomes from this city, and then now this city becomes the murder capital? Like, it seems that's what it seems
I
like.
mean, but look at like Barack, you know, look at his hair color when he went in, look at the hair color when he went out.
Yeah, everyone
Yeah.
said, yeah.
You know, like, because if you don't have the connections, you know, Trump had enough connections to make it into office, but he didn't have the Jewish media on his side, because the Jewish media was already aligned with an agenda with the left, with the Chinese. So you got like Alex Baldwin dissing, you know, Trump soon as he went in, used to be his.
We already heard this. If you're just tuning in, if you're tuning in now, he said this. I didn't realize he also fucking talked about Alex Baldwin, but he said Jewish and the Chinese agenda. Is it the Jewish agenda? And then he just said the Chinese. Okay, bro, yeah, just stop linking me this copycat. All right.
Boy, you got black people dissing Trump. Black people know they love Trump.
Yeah.
We used to have raps. Guess who the black Trump? You know.
But he
So-
could have been better at messaging. That's what
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like the rhetoric was just unnecessary sometimes.
It
Yeah.
was, but it's that frustration. It's like what I had to learn is like that thing I said with DEFCON. That was like me going Trump, you know, level.
Right.
You know, that was, you can't. As you see, when we got warmed up, it's like a conversation where, even in the beginning, we'll see if we
Right.
want to use stuff in the beginning,
Right.
or if it's any of the messaging
Right, yeah, I definitely need another one.
that we want to put out. You know,
You ain't got me going, man.
the only possible way that I could have won, that I'm a win, the only possible way is for me to early on call out the Jewish media this early, right?
Right.
Because they'll play nice with you,
Right.
but I see them with me like the SoFi Stadium, like 78 media outlets calling me an abuser based off something Trevor Noah said, me being canceled from the Grammys, me being said, they saying that I said a racial slur because I said kumbaya, my lord, kumbaya, talking about Trevor Noah. And then they kicked me off the Grammys, and I was slated to win Album of the Year for the first time in my life. It's my 10th album. It's the most number ones in Apple history, and I'm, you know, an incredible artist. It reached at this point,
Right.
and we don't even know who won Album of the Year. It got canceled by who? Jewish media. By the time 2024 runs around, the Jewish media, they're gonna be my friends, because you can't just go into the White House like Trump did and have the entire American media against you, because he can't get the work done. It's like having like 3 million Meek Mills at one time. At all times, every time you're talking, it's just Meek Mills, just talking shit about you. And you're trying to, you know, show that. When the last time you heard North Korea? You know what I'm saying? Trump did that. He came out to get.
Wait, what? Dude, North Korea today. This is a thing that like people who are super narcissistic do all the time. They just think like, well, I didn't hear about it, so it must not have happened. No, it's still going on. People are still talking about it, like actively, regularly. You just are admitting that you're unfamiliar with the matter, which is not surprising. Literally, what the fuck is going on? Kanye West is going bananas mode. He's just straight up on the timeline talking routinely and regularly now about how the Jewish media is controlling everything and the Jews are responsible for him being ostracized and that they own black people. Straight up. Just, he's going like half Hitler, maybe full Hitler mode. He's going sicko mode. Bro, why are you using ableist language? I know, I apologize. I said bananas mode or sicko mode. It's just wild because you see how many people who are like geared up to start saying incredibly racist shit, incredibly anti-Semitic shit. They were very, like so many people were, like, even in this chat, so many people even in this chat were just like, well, what do you mean? What's the problem? I don't know. I mean, he's just asking questions. Like there were psychos in here talking about how Kanye West was saying like Jews own record labels. Like all the record labels are owned by Jews. Yes, see, look how excited these little Nazis are for just a shred of relevance. It's right and you know it, he says. Based. Gay is right and you know it. If someone who is like very deeply experiencing mental illness and like saying unhinged shit that is tarnishing his legacy, and you're like, that guy, that's the guy I think is great, like you should do some self-reflection. The difference between Kanye West and like a random guy that you see on the street yelling on top of a soapbox is that the random guy didn't make graduation. That's the only difference at this point. The random guy at the subway station, you walk past and you're like, all right, well, unfortunate. I hope, you know, he gets mental health treatment, like the adequate treatment he deserves. Is probably not going to happen because we live in a capitalist dystopia. And you walk past him and you never think about it again. With Kanye West, you're like, well, wait a minute. This guy's beast. The saddest thing about this is to me that he says something kind of correct, like black people are systemically kept away from certain intel information. And then he goes off the walls and says, it's because of the Jews. Yeah, exactly. This is a very common thing. Nazi propaganda is very insidious. I think it's the right word. Yeah, I said it right, I think. Okay. I was thinking like, do you say insidious or you say insidious? Complex societal structures of oppression openly states them as is and then redirects just at the end to a group of people you consider to be the villain. Okay, all good conspiracy theories start off with a grain of truth. And that is, and Kanye West is the product. Kanye West is the goal. The goal is to get people like Kanye West to repeat that propaganda. And the way to hook people like Kanye West in is by correctly pointing out structural inequalities that black people have faced in America, and then be like, you want to know what the secret is? Tell you who's doing it. And it's especially it's especially successful because Kanye West is a very successful capitalist. So he's already both conditioned into believing that the system works, but he has been brainwashed to believe that the system works. So we can't turn around and maybe say, maybe the system is broken fundamentally, like the organization of the economy is broken fundamentally. He's not going to say that. He's billionaire. He's been taught his entire life that black excellence comes from, you know, a black person becoming profoundly wealthy. More black billionaires. That's how you do it. So, of course, it makes it even easier for right-wing populism to come in.
Hey, boom. He did that. So I feel like that's like, for me as a musician, to mention the Jews is like North Korea for anyone else's career. And my dad said something to me because my dad was proud of the shirt. He understood it. I was like, why you like that? He said, white lives matter. And he like, cry face, cry face. I said, why was that funny to you, Dad? My dad don't know none of my rap lyrics, nothing like that. He's political, he a genius. He like Steve Jobs. He got a water purification center in the DR. This nigga's smart, right?
Yeah, relax, Dominican people. Go ahead.
So our focus is water, right? Our second most important our second most important resource to knowledge is water. Our third is food. Our fourth is shelter.
Let me ask you, have you seen that guy that created that system that gets water out of the atmosphere?
Yeah, I met with him before. And we need that. We need every version of how we can take salt water out of the atmosphere. But
dude, I feel like when I think about these kinds of like interviews and podcasts and stuff, like they're right now, people who are like insanely egomaniacal weirdos are just popping. They're in their fucking talk shit era. I feel like you got Trump, Elon Musk, Kanye West, like I feel like everyone that's like blowing up, Andrew Tate, they love just rambling on, dude. And it doesn't even matter if you're dummy. It doesn't matter if you make no goddamn sense. You know what I mean? What matters is the top of the hour ad break, which comes at the top of every hour. If you no longer want to see those ads, all you need to do is subscribe, which you can do for $5 or for free with the Twitch Prime by connecting your Amazon account to your Twitch account, right? Your Amazon Prime account, your mom's Amazon Prime account, doesn't matter. You can connect to your Twitch to get one free Prime subscription a month, and you can use it on me, your favorite broadcaster. You can also get gifted a sub if you're lucky. Here's the 1 minute ad break now. Robot Sabotage, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Here's the 1 minute ad break now, allowing 5 people to no longer see those fucking ads. Yeah, another dumbass who's, you know, incredibly successful, even though he rambles on fucking stop, is me. Of course, the difference is I try my darndest, try extra hard to make sense. You know what I mean? That's all I'm doing. Did she run over? Murat just rolled in.
But right now in America, say one of the laws that I would change is it's illegal to collect rainwater in America.
What?
Illegal?
It's illegal?
It's illegal to collect rainwater in America.
You go to every other country, they're collecting rainwater.
You know, people are controlling the water. You know, it's going to be what t-shirt you wear, what political opinion, and who got beef with who. You ain't got no water.
Fuck.
you ain't got no life. Right. I'm trying to tell you, because, you know, a lot of people call me, they want to call me crazy. It's like running a marathon. If I got some shorts on and a tank top and I'm sweating hard as hell, running down a street, running the wrong way down a freeway, then you're gonna say that person is crazy. But if 100 other people do it with me, then it's a marathon.
That's a good way to put it.
Killed that.
Yeah.
Killed that.
So some of the stuff, I'm the first person that's saying it.
Right.
Or Candace Owens is the first person that's saying it.
Right.
Then another person sees and say, I kind of feel you. Floyd Mayweather might say, oh, I feel you. And then Steve Harvey might say, I feel where you're coming from. There's a lot of black conservatives. You know, the liberal agenda is to take God out of the homes and separate the families. With that, you're gonna get mayhem. You're gonna get Mad Max on the other side. The conservative agenda is still that God runs the world.
What did I miss?
People do it with me, then it's a marathon.
X-Stray Dog, thank you for the 10 gifted subs.
Candace Owens is the first person that's saying it.
Right.
Then another person sees and says,
Wait, Candace Owens is the first person that said what?
so some of the
You know what is funny? Candace Owens is not the first person to say anything. Candace Owens is not the first person to say anything. You guys are so fucking... what am I saying? You guys are so dumb. Kanye was so fucking dumb. Everything she's doing is just stolen verbatim from like fascist movements before her. You know what I'm saying?
the stuff, I'm the first person that's saying it.
Thank you, X,
Or
the
Candace
Stray
Owens
Dog,
is the
for the
first person that's saying it.
10
Then
gifted
another
subs.
person
Allow
sees
20
and
people
say,
in
I
along to
kind of
that.
feel you. Floyd Mayweather might say, oh, I feel you. And then Steve Harvey might say, I feel where you're coming from. There's a lot of black conservatives. You know, the liberal agenda is to take God out of the homes and separate the families. With that, you're gonna get mayhem. You're gonna get Mad Max on the other side. The conservative agenda is still that God runs the world. And
I mean, this is just not ever going to be disruptive, I think. You know what I mean? Like, this is just conservative rhetoric. It's just so stupid. I've heard it so many times. Maybe it's not interesting or unique to me because I've heard it so many times. You know what I'm saying? Like, time and time again, I have heard these words. My brain is so full to the brim with this kind of idiotic sentiment being expressed over and over again that when I hear it again from Kanye West, it doesn't hit. Experts are saying this is his best take from the interview.
Little Uzi, right?
Lil Uzi, like, remember I said Future?
Yes, you said it on here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so I got a couple...
well, really, you know what it is? It's always two. It's always two at a time. You know what I mean? It's really Cardi and Uzi. It's really Cardi and Uzi. Playboy, Cardi, and Uzi.
We had Crave on.
I mean, you can, two wrongs don't, sometimes you can have good takes and see bad takes. But to be fair, I don't even know what Little Uzi is doing now because I haven't listened to his music. JID is the current. Ask Aiden for Uzi. Uzi has a Glock in his purse, in their purse. I forgot. My mistake. Thank you immediately, chat, for correcting me. Okay, all the mobile chatters are still informing me of my mistake.
I'm Christian, and I feel like I got the best taste on the planet. So that's Jesus. I'm Jesus gang.
Okay.
But the Jewish people and the Muslims are all sons of Abraham also. And what Farrakhan would talk about right now is for the Jewish people, what I'm doing is I'm Me Tooing the Jewish culture.
What?
I'm saying y'all got to stand up and admit to what y'all been doing. And y'all just got away with it for so long that y'all don't even realize what y'all doing. And it's like, y'all can't with me either because y'all behind that gated fence, y'all soft, your hands got soft. You ain't out here getting beat up every day like me. You ain't out here getting called crazy every day like me. You ain't out here getting your family snatched like me. You ain't out here half your culture getting aborted like me. You ain't out here getting outraged with false narratives like BLM like me. So for all the Jewish media, y'all want to sit down and have a conversation with me, then let's have a conversation. But you ain't gonna send Harley Pasternak, Puff Daddy, Meek Mills, Kim Kardashian, none of the usual suspects, and get me to stop talking. You're going to have to take my life. I don't care if you Black Mirror me. I don't care if you do some of the alternative, what the thing was, show me talking, saying somebody didn't say. I don't care if you have me a goat on camera. I don't care what you do. You're going to have, And by the way,
Bro, he's lost his mind. He's saying that like Jewish media is gonna put deep fakes out there. Bro, is this a deep fake? They sadly are going to. What? Yeah, maybe after he said this, people are gonna meme it, but not like a coordinated effort by Jewish media. What are you saying? Yo, this shit's scary, man. This shit is scary. No, I meant they're gonna kill him. Wait, who is they? And no one's gonna kill him. No, man, he's paranoid. He's out of his mind.
And if you take my life, there's gonna be some college kid, some young Ye, some young Pac that's gonna even go harder. It's gonna, y'all thought George Floyd was gonna send it up. If you took my life right now, you're gonna see something you never saw. So we might as well have a conversation because I love you. I love.
Bro, he wants to be assassinated so bad. He's like, please let me be a martyr. If you got martyred right now, you'd be martyred for white supremacy. Like, that sucks. Like, I don't. And yes, he did. Sean, you are correct. He did. I caught that as well. He compared himself to Tupac.
The media platform.
And we love Jewish people. And we love Jewish people. Love Jewish people. But
I'm very mad. I have a problem.
He's like, but I'm very mad. I'm very mad at Jewish people is what he keeps saying. What the
The conversation ain't over. It ain't okay, yay, clarify. It ain't nothing to be clarified until we have a conversation. You got Jamie Lee Curtis on TV talking about, I hope they take his children away from him.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they did it. The Revolt Media didn't do this fact check here. Kanye West says he's very mad at Jewish people. Fact check, true. Revolt Media fact checks, guys. Kanye West says Jews control the media. Fact check. We looked into it, and it seems like they do. That's what Revolt Media did earlier today until we looked at it here, and then they deleted it.
It's up.
Yeah.
The queen is in the house.
But it can't be narrowed down to, like you're saying. You're saying Jewish media, but it's the media. There's people obviously in
I'm not narrowing down.
Right.
I want Jewish children to look at their daddy and say, why is Jay mad at us? I want all the kids that love my shoes and love my songs to say, why is Jay mad? What have you done to his people, to the darker Jews, to our brothers that has Jay speaking up, that had Nick Cannon speaking up, that had Ice Cube speaking up. What'd you say?
Would you say blacks is Jews?
Blacks are Jews also.
We gotta say we love Jewish people then. We love Jewish people. We got great.
Bro, he does not want to say that. What the fuck? Yo, this is why I wanted to watch a longer version of this, because somehow it is significantly worse when you, like, I thought maybe we were watching like clips out of context. I thought we were probably watching like maybe some stuff that was like portrayed in a negative light. It is literally way worse to watch the full context where they're like, come on, we love Jews, right? Like, at least say, come on, we're admitting, we're even conceding to some of your theories and saying black people are Jewish, right? Just like you said, come on, just say we love Jewish people. And he's like,
I love Jewish people.
So I'm gonna be like,
my homie's a Nicaraguan Jew. His dad came from Poland, escaped the Holocaust, and his mom's Nicaraguan. He would be like, I don't know what's going on.
And by the way, we haven't escaped the Holocaust. We still in it. Plan B, Planned Parenthood. We are still in the Holocaust. Even the information put in our music, the toxicity put in our music, is nothing promoting the idea of a king taking care of a queen and then taking care of the future kings and the future queens. It's just us talking about killing each other and Jewish people getting paid off of it. So I could be like a parent that I got a belt, so it's like, bow, I love you, but bow. It's I love you, but it's still up. It's up until we get it fixed. Until we get it fixed. It's not.
I feel like people are gonna. God, I feel like this is dangerous, man. This is so fucking dangerous. I don't think we've ever had someone this popular with this level of prominence talk about anti-Semitic conspiracies like the way that he is, so openly on so many large stages. Like this is the type of shit that, you know, this is like not allowed in Germany. You know what I mean? We have moved way beyond bringing back every 2012 talking point. Tell us about the Bohemian Grove, Mr. West. I mean, I don't think this is like, at first I wanted to laugh about this a little bit. You know what I mean? Take this not as seriously, laugh about it because it's like insane ramblings of a madman. But I feel like this is genuinely dangerous. Bro, come on, bro. Bobby Fischer, like, are you joking? Did you just compare Bobby Fischer to Kanye West? Kanye West? What the fuck? Bro, that's like a chess dude. What do you mean? Twitch streamers are more relevant than fucking Bobby Fischer, dog. What are you talking about? I know he had crazy anti-Semitic takes. I'm saying that like I don't think I've ever in my lifetime at least ever seen someone with this level of national prominence, like this big of a platform, say such overtly anti-Semitic things. Like an example basically is like Mel Gibson, maybe, but Mel Gibson was in private and he was ostracized for it. Like Kanye West is just out and about on massive podiums screaming this shit out, and it's overt too. Like it's not even covert, it's not even subtle. He's just straight up saying it. That is kind of crazy. He's going a full Andrew Tate. You know how Andrew Tate is like? Andrew Tate just went full-blown unshackled misogyny, right? Like he would just go way mask off. And that actually gave him a lot of clout. That actually allowed him to make it seem like, you know, he was saying these hidden truths or whatever. And he blew the up. He got a platform for saying those things. With respect to anti-Semitism and what Kanye is doing, Kanye already has the platform and is now saying these things. It's a little bit different. The analogy, though, is that Kanye West's unshackled anti-Semitism is identical to Andrew Tate's unshackled misogyny. Problem, brother? Are you leaving? Dude, this is so wild and it's so wildly irresponsible. I don't think even Ben Shapiro could defend it.
No, oh, we gonna calm down because you done with me and you done.
Women exist. God does not. Freedom of persecution for religion. So dumb. Brother, if you think anti-Semitism is just about shitting on religion, you're bananas. What are you, the Sam Harris of anti-Semitism instead? I would go so far as to say anti-Semitism has nothing to do with religion. Fuck it. I'll say it. Anti-Semitism is unironically probably out of like all, just like Islamophobia has nothing to do with religion. Islam is a racialized component. What the do you mean? That's just something people who want to shit on religious, shit on like a group of people say to justify it. The does anti-Semitism have to do with like the Jewish religion? It has nothing to do with the Jewish religion. When say Jews control the banks, what the does that have to do with religion? When people say Jews control the media, that has nothing to do with religion. You think that's like a religious criticism? No, that's crazy.
My people, too much. And you could throw whatever tag you want. You could call me a racist. You didn't call me everything already. Right. What I got to lose? My 6-year-old son came to choir practice and said, why I gotta sing? I'm not even going to your school. This is a billionaire a male billionaire with the face of Kim Kardashian. If he's saying that to me now, who is he at 16? Who is he at 26? By 26, he might be in jail because I can't say nothing to him because they took me out the house.
It's deep.
I definitely needs you, bro.
Do we dare do quick time with slime?
Do we dare do it, you say?
All right, quick time with slime. Listen, man. Ye know our show is about celebrating. He celebrating and we doing both. This is what I'm talking about. But Ye, this is why, you know, look. This is quick time. You played this game before.
Is this Duce in here?
That should be. It should be Duce. It's a black man drink, goddammit. Drink it.
This Duce is delicious. This Duce is brought to you by my brother Hove.
That's right.
Courtesy of the throne.
That's right.
Part 2 coming soon. Hint, hint. That's how. That's it. All right, go.
All right, yeah.
Dude, they switched speeds so quick. That was crazy. Like, he just didn't say a whole bunch of anti-Semitic shit. They just switched off. They're like, all right, let's switch gears away from anti-Semitism for a second.
You explain him the rules of the game? He knows the rules of the game. Yeah. All right, it's quick time with slime. We're going to give you 2 choices. We drink.
You drink.
You drink.
Goes good after a workout. Kind of like my name a little bit, my older name.
Wait, he was going to explain
Kanye.
the big pun. And...
No, but you know, Jay Electronica hit me. He was like, yo, I actually wrote with Nas before. You know what I'm saying? When I
Dude, you know what's funny is like he's doing the conspiracy theory bingo. Farrakhan, Jay Electronica, Candace Owens, like literally. It's like a calling card, dude. He's got everybody. He hit everyone.
said Nas over Jay Electronica. So, you know, God said for us to not compare each other amongst ourselves. So when I compare the greatness of Coogee Rap and the greatness of Big Pun,
which was inspired by Coogee Rap,
then it's not godly. You know what I'm saying? Like I know Ross said, God forgives, I don't. You know, I'm forgiven. I forgive everybody. I forgive the Clintons. I forgive John Legend for wearing them bum-ass sweaters. I forgive... Well, I forgive him. He's forgiven.
Big Sean, forgive
May
Big
they all
Sean.
be forgiven. I forgive
Big Sean.
I forgive Big Sean for not being able to make the choice between braids or a beard. Choose one. I forgive.
Who else you forgive? That's it?
Everybody I ever, you know what I'm saying? I forgive everyone. I forgive Bob Iger. I forgive the left party. I forgive the Jewish media for creating the Ye's crazy narrative. And
I mean, he's just throwing that out. Like this, we went from like, oh, did he mean it? Did he not mean it? What's going on? To like just throwing the hard J. He just can't stop talking about the Jewish media. It's crazy. It's completely insane. What? You almost said Jew, but he corrected early on? What do you mean Jew? Oh, you mean he almost said Jew, but corrected early on? Yeah. I don't know. Like, it's like he can't stop saying it. Until he says something about Israel, it's not anti-Semitic for Republicans, except I don't want him to say anything about Israel. He is anti-Semitic. You know what I mean? You don't want someone like Kanye West saying anything about Israel, okay? No, he isn't. Dude, what the fuck are you talking about? 56 minutes in, and he's talked about like Jewish media, I think 100 times. What is anti-Semitism then? Are you all right? What the fuck? It's like people literally are ironic. This is ironic because like this bigotry is very similar in the way that it works, right? A lot of white supremacist people will say, oh, well, did they say the N-word? Or while they were saying the N-word, was it with a hard R? Or while they were saying the N-word with a hard R, were they actually lynching a black person actively? Like, they always look for a new goalpost to declare someone racist, and that goalpost never comes. And the same goes for people now trying to defend Kanye West's anti-Semitism. Well, he said Jew media, but, like, he thinks black people are Jewish. Like, did he actually actively do an anti-Semitic hate crime against a Jewish person? Just simply invoking the imagery of white supremacy is not enough. Was he doing it while actively punching a Jewish person? Like, you don't have to do the Holocaust literally to be anti-Semitic.
You know, buying up the black voice and bullying us and creating a mob culture to scare people that anytime they bring up that a contract was wrong is labeled anti-Semite as a way to disable people from their truth. I forgive the Jewish culture for that.
Okay.
All right, next.
Wait, he forgave the Jewish culture for what?
Anti-Semite as people that up the black voice, crazy narrative. I forgive the Jewish media for creating the Ye's crazy narrative and, you know, buying up.
Bro, you're literally like doing that right now. He's just like, I can't believe it's the Jews that are while I'm doing insane anti-Semitic conspiracy theories, I can't believe it's the Jews that are responsible for me doing crazy anti-Semitic conspiracy theories. At this point, the only reasonable explanation for this is that Hitler particles have not fully irradiated Kanye West. My scientific theory is that Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson's latent Hitler particles. What? Hey, dude, I can't even understand what you're trying to say there.
Up the black voice and bullying us and creating a mob culture to scare people that anytime they bring up that a contract was wrong is labeled anti-Semite as a way to disable people from their truth. I forgive the Jewish.
No, man, it's anti-Semitic that you're saying. It's the Jews at fault for your shit contract. That's the problem. I talk about predatory contracts in the music business all the fucking time. Nobody says I'm anti-Semitic because I'm not weirdly blaming all Jews the wrongful actions of capitalism. Like that's insane. Like, just don't say it's Jewish people doing it, and people won't say you're anti-Semitic. No, people say I'm anti-Semitic because I criticize Israel, and most people know that that's bullshit. Okay, like that's entirely separate.
Culture for that.
Okay.
All right, next.
All right, next question. All right, next question. Okay. College dropout or late registration?
Okay, so since it's, but you know, I'm gonna say that, and then there'll be fans that like means this to me. I'm gonna say that I feel that my two offerings that I was the least enthusiastic about.
Yo, he said college dropout or late registration after he said, I forgive the Jews for creating conspiracy theories about giving me fake shitty contracts and then saying I'm anti-Semitic for calling it out. I can't. These segues are insane, bro. They're just going, on, let's keep the ball moving, dude. Like, not even a brief moment of like, hey, man, maybe you shouldn't say that. That seems kind of crazy. I'm skipping this shit.
Obvious, like drop slide down.
Yes, I am, G.
You on point, yeah? Which one?
Where we at? So wait, we didn't answer that.
No, he answered.
Down my body was that baseline.
Because you days
Think about my personality, right? It's
on the world.
That's me every time I do it.
theory.
Don't. Now every
That was
single
a
bitch
game
want to see me.
changer. America's Most Wanted.
Yeah, you know what the leftists say about they still call me Kanye West. What the leftists say about Ye is he's dangerous because he's rich. What did Little Kim say? What did Pac say? You know, I'm thinking about like money, power, respect. How did she start the song?
Key to life.
Yeah.
Money, power.
First you get
the money.
yeah.
Then you get the power.
Yeah.
And then you get.
And that's the whole thing with the Jewish media. My thing is, hey, I love Irvin Azoff. Y'all just gotta respect.
What? Bro, I skipped through the only parts where he was talking about his music. It was a 3-minute skip. Wait, there's no f***ing way he spoke this much about what the fuck? Dude, I like that he was like, oh, I'm at DEFCON 7 or DEFCON 3. And I was going to do it. Well, he did. This is him going DEFCON 3, I think. Ben Shapiro tomorrow is going to be like, I'm noticing a lot of people with Jewish last names in positions of power in the media. What Kanye West is saying is actually, hypothetically speaking, not that wrong. And you should be able to say it. Like, oh, Jesus Christ. How many times did he say Jewish media in this entire interview so far? I've never actually seen, like, this is like, Richard Spencer doesn't talk about the Jews this much, man. What the fuck? No, it's crazy. Like, even out and about Nazis are like, okay, Kanye West, calm down a little bit. Even out and about Nazis know, like, the way to cut propaganda, you gotta like hide it a little bit. You gotta like make it more palatable to a broader audience. Kanye's just like, nah, just saying it. We're saying Kanye needed a black woman to save him and manifested Candace Owens. I'm not. That's
Me and my people in a different kind of way. We're you. And the Jewish people, after the Holocaust, they said it's never again. And they went and they got their respect. And I respect Jewish people for that, right? But we in the championships of life, right? And I'm telling the Jewish people like this. I need my ring too. I'm the best out here. I'm getting my 4th ring, just like how Curry said. That's what y'all need to understand. We're going to pull these people together. Puff told me today, he texted me, he said, buy a bank. I said, I don't know how. Can you show me?
Killer
so
Mike
the
got a
next
bank.
time.
Bank with that blank. Yeah,
Killer Mike got a bank?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mike
black
got a
bank
bank.
in Georgia. Right?
Okay,
He works for them,
there
yeah.
we go. So now we sharing the information.
Right.
That's how we going to get it. So the next time you see me and Puff together, we're going to be buying a bank.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
And wait, and to clarify, because you said on an anti-Semite vibe, meaning that's what they're saying that you are on.
They're saying
Not
that because
you're not saying
You're
I'm
not on.
anti-Semite.
But they said we a nigga and we started to believe it. You know, they said we crazy. They said I'm crazy, started to believe it. So whatever you want to call me, I'm going to embrace that and keep moving. I'ma just be like a snowball. When a snowball's going down a hill, it don't say, I can't accept this tree. I can't accept this snow. I can't accept this dirt. I'm gonna take the tree, the snow, the dirt, and just get bigger till I roll over your ass.
Holy shit.
That's one way of explaining it.
How do we go to this next one? Biden or Trump?
I mean, I already know either. Maybe he says both. He gonna be like both.
Don't think.
I just don't understand. Yeah, Montana Jack's, you're right. Law, dude was like, Jews are evil, but I respect the hustle and I want to have the control of the world I think they do. Yeah, that you summed it up perfectly. He's saying like, listen, Jews control the media. They're doing a good job of controlling the media and the banks, and I want to control the media and the banks like they do. It is like mathematically the worst thing you can say. Like you've arrived at all the bad parts of this conversation and chosen the actual, like if this was a choose your own adventure, he chose the worst talking points.
Because I went to sleep and acted like I was dead that I was saying Biden.
I said that on the last episode. It didn't come out yet. I didn't say that.
Let me tell you what. I'm going to tell you guys. We're never going to get fooled again. Kamala Harris is our never again. When they added her in as the vice president, the Democrats got 96% of the black female vote. You would have thought Drake.
Wait, what? Bro, the Democrats were already getting 96% of the black female vote. What the what? Like, that's just because the alternative is motherfuckers like you. The alternative is people literally saying white supremacist shit. It's just defensive voting. Not 96. What are you talking about? The Democratic Party black female vote is literally 90+%. Like historically, it's been 90+%. That is just a, you know, it's just a thing. Black women definitely voted for Trump in 2016. Wait, what? Okay, that doesn't mean anything. Like, yeah, you can still have black women vote for the conservative party. That doesn't change the statistic. 96% means there's still 4%, but it's just 4%.
Was running.
Jesus.
Kamala Harris is our never again. We're never gonna be fooled just because you put in this like very attractive. I am single, Kamala. Now,
Shit got weird. Go ahead, yeah. You walk for that one. Nigga like, yo, Kamala fucked up. He left you
I'll holler though.
We won't talk about politics. We just gonna hang, drink some juice.
Come over here to the juice. What's up? I want to say Boosie line.
Bro, the clips that didn't make it onto the timeline from this interview are worse. Like that one. Okay? Straight up. The clips that didn't make it onto Twitter are worse. The fact that he said like Jews more than 100 times in an hour-long sequence. Insane. How do you even clip all of that? Holy fuck.
Nah, what I'm saying is, I might buy a house. Once you're my girlfriend, you're always my girlfriend, Kamala.
What? Yo, Jesus, I didn't know where this was going. I didn't know this was going.
But I know why I feel she gonna watch it. She gonna want to go,
I was actually looking at the spot in Napa and...
Oh my God.
No, we're on that. We're going.
All right, next question.
Where Ye at this weekend?
Oh,
He
what
in
did he
Napa?
pick?
He did. He obviously
He obviously picked Trump, right? Biden and Trump.
Yeah, Trump.
Okay,
he cool. He cool for now.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe neither goes works there too.
All right. Dungeon Family or Wu-Tang Clan?
Oh,
You know, see, it's ungodly. Wu-Tang.
What?
Come on, man. This is like Tony Stark's.
I looked at the transcript for Jewish, Jews, and it was uttered 344 times approximately. Throughout the entire fucking thing, 344 times, you know he's not talking about apple juice.
His house and, you know, just the energy and just the positivity and everything. And just, we got more records together. We got Grand.
He said it twice at most. Wait, what? Brother, have you been watching the same thing that we've been watching? He definitely didn't say it twice at most.
Family together. We got
recently you did the remix joint, right?
Eminem, you got a record with Eminem on this.
but you know, it's about, you know, all the time when I thought me and Kim were gonna get a divorce, like throughout our relationship, I always thought about Big Boy, man. He really told me what it really was on I Choose You.
Oh, it's about Outkast. I was thinking about Big Boy Radio.
Like, your baby's mama don't like me. They try to come to the studio, try to kind of fight me and blah, blah. And then when he said,
Sorry, Miss Jackson, right? Yeah.
Okay, but then also he says, better pick the right one or pick the kiddies up. And the whole time I'm like, this rap is just rolling through my head like a mantra of what it, So, and I still be in my head like, maybe one day our family could get back together. Like Shelly Azoff left Irvin twice. Shelly left twice.
You talking about Irvin Magic Johnson?
No, Irvin Azoff.
Oh, I don't even.
That's Kim's. That's Kim.
I'm black. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm
baby bees.
Yeah.
Irvin Azoff is watch this. I'm not even saying this to backtrack. This is a good friend of mine. He's a mentor of mine. He's basically the same video game character as me, and he's Jewish, and his wife is they're like Kim is like their goddaughter, and his wife is somebody that Kim always looked up to also. But Irvin Azoff ran MCA Records, and he merged, I think it was Ticketmaster and Live Nation. It was something that people had never seen done. He's building this giant.
This is why he shits on Jews instead of capitalism, okay? Because he thinks it's a good thing that Ticketmaster Entertainment and Live Nation were merged, okay? Do you understand now? Because, like, he himself is a capitalist. The people that he idolizes are capitalists. The system analysis or the problems that he analyzes are problems that arise under capitalism. But because he doesn't recognize that those are problems that have risen as a consequence of capitalism, he just has to turn around and be like, oh man, I just fucking, it's the Jews probably.
And like Sphere in Vegas, this performance venue is incredible. And he's like, really?
Yeah, this is the other side of that irony, of course. Ye is blaming the Jews for the systems of capitalism, which is funny because capital is used to blame them for communism, which, by the way, and good take here, which, by the way, of course, is how fascists, it's the exact same way that fascists did it. Fascism was a mechanism of control when the underlying contradictions of capitalism became so obvious, especially when the assembly line was introduced, especially in the immediate aftermath of the Industrial Revolution, where people had more of an opportunity to organize. So they saw that and they were like, oh, we got to stop this shit. We got to stop this shit immediately. Got to figure out a way to, keep this shit in control. And that has never really gone away. Sorry, I disrespect the A. He actually only mentioned the Jews 114 times, not 344. A grave mistake, my friend. He only mentioned Jews on this podcast a very normal 144 times, not 344, which is, of course, once again, a very normal amount of times to mention Jewish people and Jewish media. 145 is the cutoff. Everybody knows. That's when things start to get borderline anti-Semitic, in the words of Ben Shabibo.
Just someone I always look up to. And every time, I go up on Instagram and I'm going to get my contracts, I always say this is the spirit of Ice Cube and this is also the spirit of Irving. Because Irving, like, when he had, like, he was a legend. I think he had some where somebody was messing with Shelly and he, like, broke their car and, like, threw a gallon of piss in the car or some shit, like on some like real like proper like wild out shit, like some shit I'll be on, Okay. So I just think like
you say he's passed though, because you said he.
No, he's not passed. No, he's living.
So you still talk to him? Yeah. So what says he's your Jewish friend? What does he say to you? Anything in terms of what's going on?
I'm sure he's reading the paper like laughing, thinking it's funny and shit, thinking it's lit, thinking it's that because like who lit? Right. Tell me who lit. I know. I want to know. Like
Drink Champs lit.
Who lit? Yeah, exactly. Drink Champs lit.
Drink Champs lit. Hold on, but let's move. Only built for Cuban links or the infamous?
Yes, only built for. I didn't have to hit rest. I didn't got to hit rest.
Come on, the infamous.
Only built for
the infamous.
Okay.
They both super classics.
Only built for Cuban links. You going with that? Sticking with that?
And the infamous is the other one.
The infamous is the other one.
Both super classics.
I remember Havoc came to my crib. You know, because Famous, we played earlier, Havoc did the drums for that.
Made that bitch famous.
I made that bitch famous. Now, before the Me Too movement, I remember I had it, and the lyrics said, you know, there's a lot of movements out here.
Right.
The movements is the treadmill hustle.
Right.
So Havoc came on my crib, and it's always like, Drake is like, I got the big.
Ludwig leaked the video. Was it pulsing? Oh, did he leak the video of me originally sending the bidet? Please release the full 10-minute video taking a shit. No, I didn't actually send him a video taking a shit. Just 6 seconds of you saying my asshole's getting blasted right now. It's pulsing. What the f? It's not 10 minutes long. He's such a liar, dude. Why is he like this? Release the Hassan cut. Only cut you get is a 60-second cut at the top of the hour when there's time for a 60-second ad break at the top of the hour. If you no longer want to see those fucking ads, baby, all you need to do is subscribe, which you can do for $5 or for free with the Twitch Prime by connecting your Amazon Prime account to your fucking Twitch account, where you get one free Prime subscription a month. Use it on your favorite broadcaster. Hopefully that's me. XX, thank you for the 5 gifted subs, allowing 5 people to no longer ads. I use mine on Ludwig. You can't use yours on Ludwig. He's not on this platform anymore. Speed Racer, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. And Taco Damn, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Here's the woman ad right now.
Like a pool, I got this, that, blah. You know, Corey asked me, was he with the baby mama?
Drew Roddy, thank you for the 10.
So, this is true. I have no reason to lie. So, and I don't like Corey, so I have no reason to lie for him.
What is happening right now? You watching Kanye destroy his entire legacy in the space of a couple days? Are we getting your ass?
Gently right now, pulsing. You broke my bathroom, but
How do you not put that in the video, by the way? That's fire. Can we recognize that that's fire? I gave him gold and he just fucking cut it, dude. Like, this man saw gold and was like, I'm going to keep this for myself. Toes XX, thank you for the 5 get the subs.
The man gives me a play-by-play of his shit. Every fucking second of the shit he's talking about it. That will not see the light of day, all right? It cannot. We cannot be hearing about Hassan's titillated.
You gave him gold, he gave you mold. Yeah, literally. This man does not understand.
Pulsating asshole. We just can't be hearing about that shit.
You're selling bidets, homie. You're in this, okay? You have to cut the rest because of your takes on Jewish media later in the clip. Okay, we can't be joking about that. That's not right. Not this close to Kanye West, okay? Oh my God, dude.
The funny thing is I actually do like Corey because it's his job to be likable. That's how he makes it in like that. So, I asked Havoc, I was like, yo, did you ever have like a Drake or somebody? He was like, yeah, Wu-Tang.
Oh, wow.
Wu-Tang was Mobb Deep's Drake. Wu-Tang was Mobb Deep's Drake. I never thought about that. And they would get influenced, they'd be influenced. So think about drop a gem on them. That's post Wu-Tang, Mobb Deep. Hang up home, drop a gem on them. Also, what I'm doing is for Prodigy too.
Rest in peace, Prodigy.
Illuminati on my mind, soul, and my body.
No.
Secret society, trying to keep their eye on me.
He was saying a lot.
Are we making some noise for that? I feel like we should make some noise for that.
Rest in peace.
Okay. I think it's just like repetitive and boring at this point. Oh, I wanted to see some of the highlights though. There were more highlights.
What you rap about? Y'all to run up on me.
No.
I want y'all to come kill me.
No.
I want you to smack me.
No.
I want you to do all the shit you rap about.
No.
All the shit you rap about. I want you to come do it now. Come down to this joint right now, please. Or otherwise, shut the fuck up. Y'all to run up on me.
No.
I want y'all to come.
Kanye was talking about the MAGA hat Kim Kardashian told Ye wearing the hat is small dick energy law. Talking about the vaccines, he's wilding.
Would they support me? I got to say something about the hat. That's one of the things that really drove me to the edge.
Some of the MAGA hat.
The MAGA hat. Right? Imagine your own wife telling you, the hat's small dick energy. Meanwhile, the Clintons got them trying to get people to get vaccinated. I know somebody, I'm not going to say his name, where Kim and Chris got on the phone with them trying to get them to push the vaccination to black people.
Wow, that's really up, man. I can't believe that. Bro, you're vaccinated. Like, What? Man, that's so fucked up. Mega famous celebrities were not only on board with mass vaccinations, but were also trying to actively help the black community. That's really wow. It's crazy that Kanye West literally built the Kim Kardashian brand into a, fashion powerhouse almost, right? Like he personally did that and is now still making Kim Kardashian look good. Also, this is the second time that Kanye West is not denying the small dick allegations. That's just one completely irrelevant point, but it is a true point regardless. But I don't understand. Like, does he have a contractual obligation to make Kim Kardashian look good? How is this happening?